Oh, I made it. Sorry for the delay, folks. Well, I feel like after 4 is now becoming the standard starting time, which is not my ideal. But I've said many, many times, and I'll probably say again in the future. I'd rather have the consistency of being here each day than have the consistency of being on time, if that makes sense. You know, each their own. Some people might prefer an Iznib show once a week that's lengthy and on time and decently produced. Yeah, yeah. Scotty's like, oh, maybe. There's been a few recently, but, you know, I'd rather just maintain the consistency of being here. I do this for myself now more than you guys, I feel. Just having that thing, because it gives me, like, purpose, I guess. I know what that says about me and my life, but how you doing? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'd rather that as well. But what are we going to do? But anyway, here we are. Before we get on to what we're doing today, or anyway, I hope you're well, Sky. I had a good day yesterday, whatever you did. Let me just get rid of that. Oh yeah, well, firstly, yeah, sorry, Scott, you posted a little clip of new Red Dwarf. And yeah, very amusing as always, but it's I don't think it's specifically a redux. So Red Dwarf's interesting in that its original run of like 6 seasons ran from the fucking late 80s, and I think they like I have had like skipped like a random year or two in between. Like they do like 3 seasons in 3 years, and they skip a random year for whatever. I don't know what's going on in the production necessarily, but there was 6 seasons within like a span of 7 or 8 years, should we say? Then it's on like indefinite hiatus or it's over for like 10 years, and then they bring it back and do like 2 seasons over 2 years, and then it goes away again, and then it'll come back like 7 years later, and then they'll do a random season, and then it goes away again. And that seems to be their how they do things. So if that's a clip from New Red Dwarf, yes, it is New Red Dwarf, but it's like it kind of it never really goes away, not really. And now I've seen some of the New Red Dwarf, and it's perfectly fine, but it just doesn't have the vibe of the early, which is fine. You know, I'm good on those guys because you know they if you know, it's giving people jobs, and if they can make money off of it and put something out there in the universe, they should do that, right? But yeah, I'm like, let me see if I can find something about it. Right, okay. So yeah, it's kind of a redux. So the last time there was any Red Dwarf before what you shared yesterday was back in 2020. Was this like a straight TV special, feature-length television special? And then, as I said, before that, there's like a 3-year gap. Yeah, it's kind of wacky. But, you know what? Actually, I was wrong. It wasn't 6 seasons over 7 or 8 years. It was 6 seasons over 6 years, but with a year gap between season 3 and 4. They had two seasons in the first year. Wacky, right? Basic production values take you a long way. Right, okay, and then I got it slightly wrong. I guess time is much longer when you're a kid. It seemed to me like it's a 10-year gap between 6 and 7. It actually was a 4-year gap. Not even a 4-year gap. A little over a 3-year gap. But it seemed like a big deal when I was a kid. It's like, oh my god, Red Dwarf's come back. No way. It went away forever. 3 years. But yeah, they came back after a 3-year break and then did another season. Then they went away for a 2-year break and came back and did another season. And that's when there was a 10-year break. And then they came back for 3 episodes. And then they had a 3-year break for another season. And then a 4-year break for another season. And then followed by another season directly after that, the next year. Then a 3-year break for a one-off feature-length special. And now a 4-year break between whatever you've got there. So, yeah, I guess it is a redux, but they redux themselves so many times that it's kind of like it's just part of the habit of it. Like I say, it's not the kind of... I'm at the point where it's not the kind of thing where I think, let me go and make a point of watching it. But if I stumble across it, I'm sure, like... the past couple of seasons, I'm pretty sure I've probably not seen. Let's put it that way. But yeah, thank you for drawing my attention to it anyway. And that clip itself was fairly amusing. Don't know what they got going on. And obviously, Lager's a fan as well. Would be shocked if she wasn't. But anyway, you'll be very glad to hear, Scotty. I have some vague, non-specific, but brand new news about Fallout London, because I know you're so fucking desperate to see it. I know it's what you live for each day. That's what you come here every day hoping to see. But yes, new update from the team. They say they are working on the patch. They've put a crazy amount of work into it, and even brought in people who were not originally on the team to like iron it out as much as they possibly can. They don't have a release date for it, specifically, but they say there's a let's see. It should be out before Comic-Con. So they've been invited to have a, or invited, I don't know how you get a fucking panel at Comic-Con. I don't know, but the London Comic-Con, they are going to be there at a panel. And that is at the last week of October. And then in the next paragraph, they say the patch should be live before Comic-Con. So, not a guarantee there, and not a specific date, like the day before. I don't know. I guess they're working on it right now. It could be tomorrow. It could be a month from now. But that's in their own words. So yeah. So Comic-Con is about a month. I think it said it was like 26th, 27th of October. So yeah, something to look forward to. So soon, not super soon, but soon enough. No, I know you don't give a shit, but I give a shit. So that means you better fucking give a shit. All right, Sonny Jim. I'm so excited. But I know it's, I feel like it's definitely going to be worth it. Because like I said, there's like hundreds, thousands of people around the world, streamers and non-streamers, who have, who've played it and completed it and put like, 20 or 200 hours into the playthrough. So it works, but fuck me, there's so little time and so much to do that if I want to do a thing, I want to do the best version of that thing we possibly can. So yeah, on that note, moving on. But yeah, I just thought I'd let you know. Not that you care personally, I know you don't, but I care. And I've just been mentioned that I would keep everyone up to date as soon as I knew anything. Of course, we completed Alan Wake on Tuesday, and it was good. The ending was a little bit lackluster. And I don't mean the ending to the main game, which is fine. It was the tagged on DLC that really didn't have really any kind of narrative to it, and didn't really get anywhere or achieve anything. It was just more gameplay content. So that was I'm glad we played it, but that was a bit of a shame. But the overall story is interesting. It makes me very intrigued to think what could possibly be the story of Alan Wake 2, which came out was released less than a year ago today. Oh, did you, Sky? I don't know if it would appeal to you as your kind of gameplay. I mean, the Bethesda Fallouts, you would be able to get on with them gameplay-wise for a couple of reasons. Being, and this is the beauty, and I think why people love these games, regardless of how they choose to play them, it has that element of absolute freedom. You're stood there in the world, and yes, you're given a main objective, but you don't have to do that. You don't have to do any objective. You can just pick a direction and start walking and see what you find, if that is what appeals to you. I know to some people, they hate that. I've spoken to gamers who hate it because they want to be given a direction, or they want to be given a linear path to have an experience, whether it's story heavy or just gameplay heavy. They don't want. They find the idea of too much choice to be actually take away from their enjoyment. And I perfectly understand that, and I get the appeals in some games, but choosing one over the other, I do like the element of freedom where you can do whatever you want to do. And also, you might be looking at it like, oh, this is a first-person shooter. I'm not really good at a shooter game. That's not a thing that appeals to me. Firstly, you don't need to play it in first person if you don't like the first. Although you obviously played BioShock, so you're somewhat used to first-person shooters in that regard, even though that's a little bit more on the easy side of them. You can actually change the camera, so you can just run around in third person and see your character. And he also has the VAT system, where you literally pause time, and, you know, much like you've seen all the turn-based games I've played on this channel, where you pick your shots, you choose your target, you choose your location on target, and the game automatically calculates if you hit them and stuff based on your gun skill and such. So that shouldn't put you off. The major factor is, does that setting, does that idea of gameplay appeal to you, being a non-gamer? And you know the answer to that. Now Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2. Yeah, they're both very good games. And also have that openness. There is degrees of more technical skill involved with those, with the precise shooting and movement. But I'm pretty sure both games have, like, difficulty settings. You can just crank it right down if you're so inclined. Might help, but I got the Resident Evil Humble Bundle as well. Well, good on you, Sky. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with having those things to give you options in the future if you like. We're moving on today. Obviously, no Fallout London, yeah. And nobody's chucked any other votes in. So, of course, today we are going to play the video game adaptation of Twin Peaks. Here we go. Otherwise known as Deadly Premonition. Japanese game. The video game that I've played, I'm aware of, that is certainly up there. There may be some other hidden games that nobody really, they're a bit not really truly you know, a bit kind of, get my fucking words straight. Haven't been unearthed. You know, because you get a lot of people talk about cult classics, which this Deadly Premonition may be considered. But then you get games that like are way more underground than that. So I'm not talking about those because I don't know about those. Mizerna Falls may be one of them that I'm not even sure if I can even actually play. Well, I'll do some more research on that in the future. But of the games that are cult classic or higher up on the also social I say social hierarchy. It's not social hierarchy. It's zeitgeist hierarchy. I feel that Deadly Premonition is the game that is the closest, clearly and obviously inspired by Twin Peaks. So I'm excited about it. When I first played it, it was relatively shortly after I'd first watched Twin Peaks, the TV show, so it was a joy for me. Now, this is an extremely polarizing game. Even if you put aside the Twin Peaks reference, because there's many people who play this game and love it and have never seen Twin Peaks. There's many people who have played this game and hate it and have never seen Twin Peaks, right? So it's not like it's not jacking things from Twin Peaks, but it's just kind of like the overall vibe and some of the setting and situations and characters is like clearly inspired by the maker of this game. The director of this game is a fan, obviously. There's no doubt about that. But I mean, I don't know too much I'm gonna say. Like, they I mentioned this on Tuesday. The reviews are polarizing. It has a Guinness World Record for a very specific Guinness World Record for being the most polarizing horror game of that year or something. So niche that there's only other one or two kind of potential candidates for the competition of the title, but still, when it came out, there were put it this way, Destructoid, and it even proudly presents it on the cover there, gave it 10 out of 10 and said, "Oh my god, this is practically a perfect game." On the other hand, IGN gave it 2 out of 10 and said it was absolute fucking garbage. And before I came to own this game and play it, I'd already heard of the polarization of the game and the kind of the controversy of the game, and by that, to me, I'm the kind of gamer that is like, oh, that intrigues me. Like, a lot of people be like, oh, that one person thought it was trash. I don't want to waste my time on that. Where I was like, hang on a minute. What's going on with this? It's like when I first got a copy of and played Dark Souls. And I think this was even before I was achievement hunting. Just before. But, because I didn't know anything about it. But I'd heard a lot about it. And people were like, oh my god, this game is punishing and so rewarding and stuff. And just based on that promise, I was like, I just want to get this game to try it out. Worst case scenario, I can't get on with it. Boo-hoo. Best case scenario, which it was the case, I was like, oh my god, I fucking love this, right? So I guess that was a similar vibe with Deadly Premonition, and I'm definitely on the side of thinking it's great. Now, is it 10 out of 10 as a video game? Absolutely not. It's perfectly playable. It doesn't have technical issues in the terms of, like, janky sound or graphics, that I recall at least. But some of the implementations of systems in the game and controls and certain functions of the game are, should we say, poorly designed, or at least poorly implemented. But it's good enough that, from my point of view, I'd heard all this before I played it, and I felt on my first playthrough it was nowhere near as bad as what I'd heard of it. Although there's certainly some glaringly obvious issues with it. Something else, as an achievement hunter, this game, you have to do various side activities and stuff. There's it's definitely a pain in the fucking ass if you want to 100% this game. You have to do really awkward things at awkward times of the day and such. So the game has a time system, a day and night cycle with an actual time. You have a fucking clock or watch or whatever in the game. And you have to go to certain places at certain times on certain days, having done certain other things before to activate or witness other things. It's weird. I think just to progress to the main story, you don't need to worry about that too much, which we're not going to do. It's got 3 difficulty settings, and this is something else that's annoying for achievement hunters. You have to do 3 full playthroughs of the game. You can't just play it on hard and get credit for completing it on normal and easy. No. You have to complete it start to finish on all the 3 difficulty settings, which, of course, I did. Being an achievement hunter, that's no big deal. But there wasn't an appreciable difference, I felt. It's noticeable, but it was not getting through on hard is not difficult. We'll just play it on normal. Because I think the only thing that really affects that is the combat difficulty or whatever. But you know, we'll see that as we get into it. So I'm not going to worry about any kind of side quests or activities or something. I feel for I mean, if there's something that pops up and I go, oh yeah, I vaguely remember this not being a pain in the ass, we'll give it a go. But the priority will certainly be given to the main storyline. But yeah, I mean, there's so much sure I can say about it. I'll tell you the blurb on the back of the game. Welcome to Greenvale. That's the name of the town. Not Twin Peaks, not Bright Falls. Greenvale, one word. Uncover the truth of the Red Seed murders and Greenvale's many deadly secrets as you delve deeper into this remote rural town where mystery and murder go hand in hand. That's it, that's the blurb. Not much to it, right? So there's a serial killer in a small rural town. You know, fairly good basis of a setup. Like, I would happily want to create my own Twin Peaks story. I don't know, I have the fictional writing chops to be able to do that and what format it would take outside of my own imagination. But that idea, the setting, is a small, not necessarily remote, but more maybe it's, you know, rural town in the Pacific Northwest. Why it doesn't have to be, but why? What it is about that location, that Washington State? It doesn't mean Washington State specifically. It could be up in Canada. It could be like fucking, doesn't somewhere. It's got to be temperate, evergreen forest. It's got to have. Obviously, the crux of it is which may or may not be supernatural, but the hidden darkness that lurks around every corner, and also leaning into the quirkiness, and also what else is important? Nothing is as it seems, quite, and you've got to have a host of very bizarre and normal, to juxtapose them, characters who live in this town. And everyone's got a secret, right? And there's weird shit going on. And all while, all is the backdrop for something dark and evil killing people. It's already been done. The story is already done. It's just, it's not been done justice yet. There's something about that premise. Why is it so alluring to people? I don't know. Exactly. It's hard to put into words, but it's enough that people will literally, video game developers in Japan will go, let's make a game. It's not Twin Peaks because we can't call it that, but well, look at those guys, Scotty, who've made their own Twin Peaks game, which is obviously not licensed in any way. That Into the Night, that little demo they made, which is they basically made a PS1 game of Twin Peaks, actually Twin Peaks. I do keep an eye on what those guys are posting and stuff. I'm sure that I feel confident they're like putting effort into that project, and if that project is ever released like as a full game, we'll definitely be covering that on stream, even if it's, you know, you and I, who are intimately familiar with the story, are not going to, you know, it's not like it's going to have any surprises for us, but just to be in that story as a video game, an actual video game, could be interesting. But anyway, yeah, I mean, we'll see it as we get into it. But yes, and also, of course, our character, protagonist in Deadly Premonition, is an FBI agent who goes to the town of Greenvale to investigate the murders. Obviously, so he's got an FBI agent investigating the murders, right? But I don't know, there's too much more I need to say about it, so I guess we'll go ahead and get into it. I'm excited. I'm curious how good or bad it's gonna be from my recollection, because it must have been at least 10 years since I last played it, at least, if not more. Deadly Premonition Director's Cut. I wonder what the fuck is in that. Oh, I don't have that version. Interesting. Right. Okay. Director's cut just has extra cut scenes in it. That's kind of terrible for a director's cut, right? I mean, although that's taking it as like a movie, right? Almost. That's what a director's cut would be in like a movie, but with a video game, you want extra content of some degree. But anyway, let's go. Deadly Premonition time. I'm excited. I don't think I need to check the options. Nope. Yes, we'll happily overwrite our previous data. That's not a problem. And we'll go normal. Exciting. Exciting for me. Alright, the save was completed. Nice. Here's the red room. Now, okay, that I can't pause cutscenes. That's fine. I can pause it now. Okay, it's my menu. Okay. Let's worry about any of this right now. Right, okay, so that character. Francis York, FBI agent Francis York Morgan. Right, okay. As you can tell, he's probably dreaming right now. Let's hear what this person has to say. This person is two young lads dressed almost as cherubs, whispering to each other. I can't understand them, obviously.
Could you wait just a little longer?
What am I waiting for, kid?
This won't take long.
Okay. Okay, let's see what else is in this red room here. Red leaves fluttering in the air. A chandelier hanging from above. Can this riddle be solved, Zach? Much like Cooper talks to Diane, York talks to his imaginary friend called Zach. Whereas, of course, the you eventually find out in Twin Peaks that Diane is a real person. In this, you're like, who? Because he's not got a tape recorder. He's just talking to himself. So, gotta kind of, we're guessing at the moment. Right, when A or B is displayed on screen, A with A, observe with B. Okay, we got that. A strange clock is ticking away. The room itself makes you feel as if time has stopped. No shit. I'm going to turn the game down slightly. There's little kids jibber jabbering at me. Not at me. each other, apparently. A doll shaped like a fat man. It has a plant on it which reads Washington State. Indeed. A dummy for hanging costumes. Gives me the creep somehow. Though it might be useful for jackets and such. Alright, so we got mannequin torsos. We've got Washington. Well, that's the whole of the United States there. The random fat dude as little miniatures. We got a clock that's steadily going backwards in time. Observe the bench. Oh no, okay, we've got the red leaves obviously around everywhere. What does it all mean? Got TV. Let's have a look at the TV. A white screen. Oh.
Sorry to keep you waiting. It will start soon.
Oh.
It's about time to get started.
Okay. Creepy kids.
Zach. Zach, can you hear me? It's me, York. If you can hear my voice, could you respond?
Oh, we get to answer, do we?
Good. I thought you went to sleep.
So the player is his imaginary friend, Zach.
The crime took place out in the country this time. Let's take it slow. Okay, Zach?
This time. Okay.
Sure, that's one way of looking at it, but it's totally wrong.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Got his own theme tune.
Listen, they both
Obviously, smoke cigarettes.
need each other. It's called interdependency, and they both know it. Yeah, I know. He does terrible things to Tom. Nasty, even sadistic things. But that's fine, as long as that's what Tom wants. Think about it. His actions. He's always asking for it. It's his partner's job to fulfill that need, and Jerry knows that. Proof?
Who's Tom and... Oh, Tom and Jerry.
Well, in the Tom and Jerry show, they live
He's talking
with
about
each
Tom
other.
and Jerry.
Hello?
I don't know who he's on the phone talking to about that. There's been a deep philosophical thought about the relationship between Tom and Jerry.
These puppies are making me go to another town in the boondocks again.
Well, I'll be a happy camper, even if it ends up being a waste of time. At the very least, it'll get me out of the cramped city for a while. Right, Zach? The perpetrator from the last case really was something. Who'd have thought there'd be razors laced into her nails? Crazy. Just crazy.
Oh, it's a chain smoker.
Well, at least I now have a scar to show off. See this? I got this when I arrested the Catwoman wannabe.
Catwoman wannabe.
They're crazy. Don't you agree, Zach?
I mean, I don't like to judge someone's mental health status based upon their gender, Francis, but... Someone in the road, and he swerves and crashes, obviously. Or just drives into the forest. Chat to the wildlife, bro. Why was there somebody out there in the middle of the night in the rain, just in the middle of the road? Or was there? Dun dun dun. No. He's literally crashed his car. He's
Zach, there goes the civilized world.
in the forest, and he's literally totaled it and started a forest fire, and he's just casually just like, okay, I'll go light my cigarette. Hey, Akuma, how you doing there, buddy? Okay, so I'll turn my flashlight on and off, is it? Right, yeah, so one of the... Yeah, he's just crashing. He's like, okay, that's fine. Don't worry about that. Set the forest on fire. He, it does have tank controls, basically. I think maybe that's the main criticism. But for someone like me who's used to Resident Evil 4, it's not really an issue. Okay, so can I actually look at his weapons here and items? Does he have these items? I guess big survival knife. Short range, fast speed, low strength, high durability. And it's 9mm handgun, FBI custom. Something interesting, they didn't want to like lean away from the survival aspect and more into the action adventure aspect. You have infinite ammo for your weapons. Not all weapons are equal, but yeah, that's kind of handy. Yeah, that's true. There's that little fire will probably go out, Akuma. You're probably right. Bandages. Now, I don't know if the idea is one of each of these, I guess. First aid kit covers a small amount of health. Coffee. Milk coffee. It's supposed to do black coffee. Makes it harder to become sleepy for a short while and recovers a little tiredness. Yeah, so you can probably see down underneath the items there. There's a knife and fork meter and a ZZZ with a deer's head meter. So yeah, you have a hunger and a tiredness meter that you do have to pay some more attention to. Ah, cigarettes, of course. Heavy brand. I only smoke heavies. A very rare and strong brand. Smoking them will make you forget that time is going by. So I think I don't know if there's another game where you do. I think it's in Red Dead actually, isn't it? So I wonder if just Red Dead 2. What was it? I'm trying to think what game it is. It's not GTA. Some game where you can choose to smoke a cigarette to make the time pass. And I don't know if it came before or after Deadly Premonition. Yeah, right. That's what he smokes. And a lollipop. Clearly a Chopper Chop. Sweet sugary candy. Covers a little bit of hunger. Not much, obviously. Right, that's the main and side. I don't know what those are for. Don't worry about those later. The map. In case you wanted to have a look at that. Now, this is the problem with the map in this game. And it's not too bad in this particular situation here. I actually see quite a lot of what's going on here. I guess that's where I'm heading towards. There is... So this level of the map here, this is zoomed out as far as you possibly can. This is the problem with the map in this game. It's almost like they got the zoom in and zoom out controls wrong. That's zoomed in. You don't need that level of detail on this map, do you? Right? Not really. I mean, look at it. Is that ever important to see that? Red Maid, how you doing, buddy? But if I zoom out, that's the maximum. So to look at anything else on the map, I have to scroll across it. Now, this is just an area map, right? When you get to the actual map of the town, it is fucking ridiculous that you can't zoom out. It's almost like the fully zoomed out setting that we're in at the minute is supposed to be the zoomed in setting, and they fucked up the coding to have the zoomed out setting to you could actually pull back further. That is one criticism of this game for sure. We have no side quests. There are 50 side quests in the game. But it doesn't... I don't think it matters as far as I am aware for our playthrough. What's this? Okay, that's investigation clues, trading cards. So in fact, I think I've already collected them all, right? Hey, Red Mage, thank you, buddy. I need to do that. I'll take it though. Oh, I haven't collected them because it's a new save file. They are just collectibles. I don't think they really do much to do anything. Profiling. If you want to profile some people as we go along. And I think that's everything, right? Yeah. Okay. What this? Oh, Agent Honor. Lying on the floor. Got us $30. Okay. What's this? Steel pipe. Toolbox? Oh, this one when we move to the toolbox. I was saying that to storage. Okay. There's a shiny on the ground there. Oh, is this the toolbox? Yes. The toolbox? Where I keep my stuff. And I have one steel pipe in there. Okay. I guess I'll take the steel pipe as a weapon. It's going to be better than the knife, right? Take the item out? Yes. Okay. Okay, so he's like, let me just wander off into the woods. So let's do that. Well, thank you, Red Mage. I appreciate it, buddy. Equip weapon and draw it with right trigger. Oh, it's one of those. So it's not like a modern game where you pull the left trigger to aim and right trigger to shoot. It's right trigger to aim and it'll be a face button to shoot. So that's kind of dating the game a little bit. Okay, I'll scroll with my weapons like that, do I? Oh. We smash up the environment. Wow. Okay, smashing up. I don't know. That did give us. That's a different metric then. Honor. I thought it was money. So yeah, it's honourable as an FBI agent to smash smash wooden fences. Apparently. But yeah, we'll go with a handgun, yeah. Oh, actually, I need to smash this. That's the idea, right? Yeah. So I can get through. Start profiling. I guess we'll do that. I thought I need to do something there.
Looks like we're being welcomed. Zach, I'll let you handle the meet and greet.
Okay. Oh. Hear a doggo shouting. Can't see much through this fog. The path might be blocked from the rain. Okay, I can hold that down to speed the text up. Should stay away from obvious danger. Same. Go back the other way, bro. So yeah, look, we've got a health meter and also stamina meter in the top left. I don't know what the keys on the bottom left are. Sounds like it's in pain now. Someone's squishing it. Or doing awful things to a doggo. Or they were. Oh, hello. You're an archivist department, Akuma. Yeah. Special Agent, FBI Special Agent Akuma. My specialization is smashing things with a steel pipe. So much for my hopes for a peaceful picnic. Do me a favor and stay sharp, Zach. Yeah, I mean, the sky's doing some weird shit right now. Oh, excuse me, lady. You seem to be injured. You seem to have vanished. How mysterious. Can of pickles. There you go, Sky. I knew you'd like this game. I assume that's literally just for eating. Yeah, there we go. Can of pickles will satisfy a small amount of your hunger. Yeah, I guess it will. Or you can put it in your pickle hole as well. You know, that's what it's for. A control power panel for the power grid. This should give us the electricity we need. Not an expert opinion, though. We need some electricity, do we? I think there's like a gate round the corner. I'm just pressing buttons, right? Yes, clearly. Why wait to find that out first when you can just preempt it, right? Oh, hello, it's that lady. Hello, lady, you appear to be injured. And are definitely not a monster or a zombie. Seems like she might, in fact, be. You got mysterious shadow photograph. Oh, okay. This is the investigation keys, so to speak. Equip and draw weapon with right trigger. Yeah, same with. Yeah, get it. Oh, draw weapon and lock on with left trigger. Hilarious. He says, "Great, nice shot to himself." Oh, shit. First aid kit. Okay, I'll take that. I don't know who's sending in money for killing these people, but no worries, Red Mage. You're the good buddy. Is there a quick map? Yeah. Okay, that does put it on the map. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know what those medals are supposed to represent. I don't know what this Agent Honor is. It says that you're getting monies. Fusion. How you doing, bro? Thank you for the lurk. Jester Gaming. How you doing there? Welcome in. What's going on? You on Baldur's Gate still, I believe, Fusion? Oh, thank you, Jester. Pushcan Jester, thank you, thank you. How is Baldur's Gate going, Fusion? And if you need to head out, buddy, and you too, Jester, if you've got stuff you got to do head out if you need to. Oh, sorry, on your 18 hours of stream, fucking hell, Fusion. Are you playing co-op together? Well, excellent. Cool, cool, kid. Have you started a new playthrough then, or can you just like put somebody's character into it? I don't know. I only ever played it single player. Yeah, you need to rest your head. Yeah, Looney Tunes is a little bit. Okay, nice. Fusion, thank you for your raid, buddy. I'm glad you're enjoying you had a good stream. Go get some sleep, sir. That's what I recommend. You get some sleep right now. But guys, welcome in anyway. We've just started Deadly Premonition, which is, if you don't know anything about it, it's a very interesting game. An old sign. I could make out GRENV ale. Definitely can't be a green veil. Looks like we're headed down this road, Zach. Alright. So we're headed down this road. Power's back. Blessed civilization and automated doors. Come on, let's get moving, Zach. Right, let's do it. No worries, Jester. You take care, my friend.
I've been through a lot of crazy situations, but that one takes the cake. It's the first time I've been attacked so directly. Zach, can you give me a logical explanation about what that was?
No.
Never mind, don't answer.
No.
Life is fun because of the mysteries. Right, Zach?
Oh. I should report to headquarters to give them an update. Ah, yeah, probably. I think the telephone's the save points. Yes. Yeah, it doesn't take too long to save. Lollipop. I think I want to probably start putting these in my toolbox, right? Because I think you are limited by how much you can carry. Hence why you have the toolbox in the first place. Okay. The power's just turned off. God bless flashlight, sorry. Yes. Oh. More enemies somewhere. Oh, fuck. Shame you can't move with your gun drawn. Okay, she seems to clock out similarly, I don't know. Wow, she does not want to go down. Did she said, I don't want to die? Oh my god. I think it might be too late for you. Now, what is going on here? we don't actually have a clue at the moment, do we? Either Francis is having some serious hallucination of some kind, or this is really happening and there seems to be some supernatural element in this town. Maybe it's a combination of the two, who knows, right? I think, can I break these? The sound effects are funny and jank. Okay, that didn't really do much. But yes, you can. Let me see where we are on the map here. Okay, so we're going to be heading right, by the looks of it. That being said, we'll check up. Let's see if there's anything up there. An old sign, yeah, can make up Greenvale, yeah. Said the same thing last time, bro. Let you die? I'm trying to. As you can see, the basic steel pipe, I guess I'll put in the toolbox. Now, do I need multiple steel pipes? Do they have durability? Do they break after a while? Is that the idea? I guess I have to turn this generator on as well. Who knows? Okay, back down the other direction. Yeah, so I think the bar underneath that is the durability. Now, I think for combat, it's, as far as I can recall, unless it's some weird situation, you just want to use your firearms, right? I don't think there's any reason to use anything else. That being said, maybe there's some use of the melee weapons. I don't know. I think they do more damage per hit, right? I don't know the idea. Oh. Just coming out the ground there. Bullseye. Great. Nice shot. Amazing. Fucking hilarious. Great. Nice shot. Nice shot, Zach. Like, what are you even on, mate? This is the real answer. So I don't seem to get money for these, but I don't know how important it is. I'm thinking maybe not that important. I don't know. I don't think I need to smash every single little breakable box I see in the game, right? That seems a little overkill, should we say? Nice shot. Curious. Oh, I need to smash this. Ha! He! Ha! I don't know, you tell me, Sky. It's some red room shit. Or something, I don't know. Oh, shit. That's not good. No, you tell me so. Okay, I guess we'll start stacking items in the toolbox, I guess. Yes. Yes. Great.
Amazing.
Amazing. It's hilarious. It always sounds like when you try to fuck about. Whoa. I don't know, yeah. Is she something you recommend? Unfortunate, really. Generator looks really bad, Zach. I think the killer really had a grudge against it. Assuming there's a killer. Well, he knows that. Why would he assume that the serial killer in this town is the one responsible for axing this generator? Generator looks really bad, Zach. I think the killer really had a grudge against it. You said that, buddy. Okay, and that's his other clue. Unless he means the killer, he means these entities that murdered that dog. Alright, starting the profiling, I guess. Flashes of shit he's not even seen yet. Interesting. Zach, let's try to fire in to fix this mess. Your fuse box. Okay. So I guess that's the, yeah, well, the door is locked there, isn't it? It's the way we need to go. Until I get this generator working, there's not really a truck and, not much I can do. What we got here? Locked with a padlock. I should be able to break this if I could hit it hard enough. Okay, well, in that case, I mean... That was very straightforward. This FBI agent, he's just like, I'm just gonna smash things. Bullseye. Yes. Yes. Hilarious. Doesn't look like anyone lives here. No reclusive hairy brutes to greet us. How specific and random. Okay, cool. So we place the fuse box in this generator. Apparently. The power in the area should be much more stable now. Let's hurry ahead, Zach. standing in here with us. Or waiting for us outside.
Nice shot. Great. Nice shot. Bullseye.
Nice shot. Bullseye.
Bullseye.
Bullseye. It's hilarious. Okay, so we just head through here. Who put all this shit out in the forest? Oh, alright.
Yes. Bullseye.
Just gonna take it there, love.
Bullseye. Bullseye. Yes. Bullseye. Amazing.
Amazing. He's such a weirdo. I want to drown.
Yes.
Oh, jeez. Oh, looks like that is it. Okay. That's fine.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Yeah, I knew I was taking too long to go on the right, and that other guy on the left was creeping up on me. Not yet, Sky. Not yet. Okay, we've got other crash cards, haven't we? Soon the car questions the electric pole severing the power. Quite the nuisance, huh, Zach? Where did the driver go anyway? Why did he just leave his car? Says the guy who just left his car. Oh, we got infinite enemies coming out of here. Surely not. Yeah, we know. You want to try fucking running away, bro? Oh. 10mm auto bullets. Well, why are you giving me bullets when I have infinite ammo? That's an interesting question. Oh, ammo for a 10mm submachine gun. Oh, okay, so that does have... Oh, right, okay. So it's only your handgun, your 9mm, that has infinite ammo. Okay. I see. Which is perfectly reasonable. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay. right behind me. Relentless. You might not want to die, but I think they keep coming by the looks of it. Might be worth just trying to do a little run for it, yeah? Oh! Okay. Someone with glowing eyes and a red raincoat and an axe tried to take a swing at us. We managed to dodge and then kind of almost like admonished us before they ran away. Also very similar kind of build and look of, not into the glowing eyes, of the figure we saw in the road which caused him to crash his car initially. Now, why a wooden... That's why a metal gate has a wooden sounding creak to it when it opens. Never mind that. Okay, so we've got weird red plants and shit everywhere. Red ivy. Okay, what do you make of all of this then, Francis? Chopper chop lolly. No, that's not what you make of it, bro. Go on.
There's definitely something in this town.
So that's...
Do you feel it, Zach?
I do feel
Coffee
it.
warned me about it.
Your coffee warned you about it.
Yesterday morning, the milk I poured in my coffee made a sign.
Oh.
It said, "Tomorrow you'll arrive in a place that will change your fate."
So your coffee said that to you? The milk in his coffee told him that tomorrow he will arrive in a place that will change his fate. Curious. But yeah, all he's been able to make of this situation is there's definitely something in this town. Wow. What an investigator he is. Right, yeah. Yeah, yes, that's not accidental, Akuma. Most people would be like, oh, what the hell is going on? This zombies, these monsters, ah! But yeah, no, not Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Like, here we go. So now we're on the world map. So there we go. So that's as zoomed out as you can do the map. Or if you really need some more detail of this road here, this section of this road, you can zoom right in like that. So you see what I mean? How they fucked the map. I don't think it's supposed to be like that. I think they just literally programmed the game wrong. Basically. So I'm like, oh, we've got a map of town. Oh, look, here you go. Here's town. Except, no, you can't zoom out more than this. You can zoom in like that, but you can't zoom out anymore. This is as much as you can zoom out. So getting around the town is a fucking pain in the ass, basically. But it is what it is. Oh, what was that? The sign reads, "Welcome to Greenvale." So finally here, Zach. Very splashy ground. I guess it's just been raining. So yeah, let's follow our quest marker. Run down the road. And pick up this medal on the way. Somehow gets him $30. Hello? Some small animal making a squeaky noise at us. So, yeah, basically, although the game Akuma has like had it so we respond as Zack, so he talks to himself, or at least he talks to his imaginary friend who's called Zack. But we had the opportunity to respond to him. So really, his imaginary friend is us, the player. So anytime he says, "Hey, Zack," he's talking to his imaginary friend and also us, the player. Kind of one and the same thing. Yeah, things like that. It makes me wonder, like, how much of the jank they put in on purpose, Scotty, or whether some of it's not. I don't know.
You were very late.
Hello? Emily Wyatt, Greenvale Deputy Sheriff. We are very late, Emily.
I didn't think you'd keep me waiting in the rain for so long.
FBI Special Agent, Francis York Morgan.
She knows who you are.
Please, just call me York.
Oh, York.
That's what everyone
Francis.
calls me.
Oh, York.
Agent York?
Good, that's good. Are you the sheriff?
No, I'm Deputy Sheriff Emily Wyatt. George, he's the sheriff. He went looking for you, actually. He should be back soon.
I see.
If you don't mind me asking, did you walk all the way here?
My car broke down, that's all.
Broke down. Lol.
She's easy on the eyes. Definitely worth a trip to the primitive world.
By the way, don't mention anything about what happened back there. She'll think you're a psycho.
I'm not
want
sure,
that,
York,
Jimmy
but she
Jack.
might already think you're a psycho.
Welcome to Greenvale. I'm the sheriff, George Woodman.
All right,
Call me
George.
George.
I was planning on it. Alright, this is the sheriff. Strong
FBI Special
mustache
Agent
game.
Francis York Morgan. Please, just call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
Could you tell me why the FBI is so interested in a small-town homicide?
Let's just say it's a personal interest in killers of young women. I'm always looking for new sample cases to help me with my profiling.
Both our superiors have cleared this with each other. You can remain in command. You don't have a problem with this, do you?
No. No problem. Just want to set things straight. Our small town has its share of problems. I'm the one fixing them one by one and maintaining peace and order. You can have your profiling sample, but I need you to understand that.
Of course. Of course. By the way, George, I had a little accident with my car.
Like, this guy smokes.
Could you send someone to take care of it? Oh, and my clothes and luggage are still inside.
All right. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'll get my assistant Thomas to take care of it. Do you need anything else?
Thanks. That'll be all. Well then, I think I'll rest up first at the hotel. Then I'll join you on your investigation.
Don't know how to say that. We really don't need your help.
No.
Unlike some of your corrupt city police officers, I play it by the book. I hope you'll come to appreciate that, Agent Morgan. And we'll handle the investigation. You just think of this as a vacation. Take it easy. Enjoy the nature here. You don't have to be a tree worshiper to appreciate the wildlife here.
Zach, let's reassess the situation. There are no cavemen here. We're as far forward as the Middle Ages. And we've just met the king.
Huh. So yeah, Right, yeah. Was he, yeah, where was he, Scotty? Was he just fucking lurking? It literally just appeared out of nowhere. It's kind of a bit weird in and of itself, right? And that's the prologue completed. Okay, don't need all this menu stuff, whatever. Ah, there we go, getting paid. So, yeah, $200 for doing a good job, I guess. And his salary he's owed $735. So he's just been given $1,085. Wired to us, I assume. Yeah, so there's been some murder in this town. York is here because I guess he went to his boss and asked to be assigned here. And he's just kind of a assistant or helper on the investigation, primarily just for his own personal training. He just wants to help with his profiling of murderers, of serial killers, of young women. So we know that the victim is obviously a young woman at this point. And obviously Sheriff George there very much being like, where he came from, who knows, but being like, okay, you can be here, Officer Morgan. Yeah, and that was worthy of note. York was very specifically like, hey, just call me York. Everyone calls me York. And he's like, Agent Morgan, which is obviously his actual name. So he seems there's a little bit of hostility, which kind of makes sense that you got this head law enforcement in your small rural town, and then the fucking FBI's coming in poking in your business. It makes sense, but you know, there's give and take. There's proprietary. There's like who's you've got to. It's understandable that George feels that way, but he also has to act appropriately. He hasn't done anything, but you know, and that works both ways. Like, you know, York needs to understand the situation. They both need to get along, basically. And at the moment, neither of them has overstepped their bounds. Right? George has been a bit rude, subtly, but he hasn't done anything untoward or uncalled for. And look, York, from my point of view, has been perfectly polite. Complete fucking weirdo. These guys, you know, George and Emily are like, who the fuck is this guy? And they're probably thinking like, are all FBI agents like this as weird as this guy? No, they're not. He's just a massive weirdo. And maybe we'll get more insight on that later. But so far so good, I guess. Ooh, a shotgun, eh? I'll keep an eye out for that. Previously during the investigation, our view.
Previously during the investigation.
These puppies are making me go to another town in the boondocks again.
I didn't think you'd keep me waiting in the rain for so long.
Welcome
Sorry, Emily.
to Greenvale. I'm the sheriff, George Woodman. Call me George.
There's definitely something in this town. Do you feel it, Zach? My coffee warned me about it.
His coffee warned him. Lol. Alright, we're on episode 1, first day of the investigation. I'm not sure what we need money for exactly, but let's run out. It says trading card to my collection. Take item. Angel Isaac. Okay. Oh, I guess it'll be money, does it? Okay. Sugar donut. Yeah, I'll take that for later. So I think we get sent back to the red room here between chapters. So what's different? So the clock is gone. The little models on the map are gone. And these two dummies are different. One's been turned around to face the other direction, and one of them's like tipped over, leaning on the chair there. And obviously the angel twins are disappeared, and the TV's knocked off and smashed. But that seems to be everything there. So we're heading to this door. What the fuck is this, Akuma? You tell me. So, this is York's dream. He's just dreaming right now. Okay, some little kid in his pajamas. Hello. Okay, then we've got a monster man.
Don't breathe. Hold your breath. They can't see you if you hold your breath.
Is that right? How random.
Like this. Cover your mouth.
Okay. Okay. Alright. Hold left trigger to hold your breath. I don't know what happens if I release the trigger here. Probably nothing good. Right. Right, Akuma. So he can hold his breath for a long time. Weird. Thanks, kid. I guess. I could have just shot it, but maybe he doesn't have a gun in his dream.
Who are you?
Just a little kid in his pajamas who teaches you how to hold your breath so monsters can't detect you. And open doors and stuff. I answered the question, apparently. Okay. Waking up in his bed at the Great Northern. I mean, whatever this hotel is called. I mean, look at the size of this bed. This is insane.
Zach, the symbolism in my dreams continues to intensify. A forest of red trees, a carpet with red leaves, a strange doll, and twin angels. But that child is what bothers me the most. I swear I've seen him before. I just can't remember where.
No, you mean you've
Well,
seen him in
it'll
real life?
probably come back to me eventually.
Look.
For now, we need coffee.
Maybe we'll get a new message in the coffee today. Give him a clue.
Let's head to the cafeteria, Zach. I hope they have some real coffee. I really need some coffee. Then we can head to the sheriff's office.
Yes.
There's a proper procedure for everything, right, Zach?
Indeed. Okay. So, let's see if we want to sleep there. Looks comfortable enough. I'm starting to miss my own bed back home. This bed is insanely gigantic. I should put headquarters to give them an update. Should we? Okay, I guess. My other clothes are in here. Oh? I mean, he just got dressed, hasn't he? Oh, okay. Alright, different colour suit. Okay. Suit the red jacket. Something's good to change image. It looks almost brand new, no problem. Or the businessman suit. Perfect for longer hours of overtime. Looks almost brand new, no problem. Okay. Is obviously just wearing his agent's suit. So I guess we don't need to worry about changing his clothes at the minute. Nothing here of any interest to me. I'll turn the TV on. Maybe turn it off. Okay. Not looking too bad, York. Okay, he's got a little stove in his fucking room. Wild. Simple guide to Greenvale and an overview of the shops in town. A&G Diner, delicious turkey sandwiches. Oh, sounds good. Milk Barn, convenience store with rock and roll music. Sorry? So the convenience store is called the Milk Barn, which is kind of weird, but fair enough. But they specifically, they play rock music in the store for the customers and the over the sound system. Or what are you saying? What does that mean? What does that mean? Enjoy your evenings at Galaxy of Terror. I don't know if anyone's going to enjoy anything, any amount of time at the Galaxy of Terror. And Swery 65. Yeah. Too many drinks. Drop by the Greenvale General Hospital. Actually advertised that if you're drunk, just go to the hospital. What? Yeah, of course that's what they're for. Alright. For sure, okay. This is the bathroom. Yes. Not too bad. Have a shave. Okay, I don't think he really needed a shave, right? But guess we'll get rid of that 5 o'clock shadow. And get money for having a shave. You really need to pay money. Yeah, this is kind of crazy luxury hotel or something. Okay, this is the actual toilet here. How random. So now, some accommodations, of course, where you just like renting it out, will have like a kitchen or cooking facilities. But not really like a full-blown hotel, right? That's kind of slightly strange. Now, is there anything I need to be stashing in here? Probably, maybe. Okay, so we've got the donut, lollipop, a first aid kit, and an extra steel pipe in there. Okay, I don't think it's necessarily a limit, but I think there is a limit to what you can carry. Okay, so I guess I'll keep the cigarettes on him, right? Okay, store the other lollipop there. Let's keep one first aid kit on me, right? And maybe just keep the pickles if I'm out and about and I'm specifically hungry. And actually, maybe let me store the pickles. I'm sure I'll be able to pick up some food. I guess I'll stash the coffee as well. I'll keep the cigarettes on me and the first aid. I guess I'll stash the knife. Keep the steel pipe on it. The sound effects as well are wacky. We're going to eat those pickles later, Scotty. Don't worry about it. Oh, Press the wrong buttons. Okay. Leaving our hotel room. Going into the hotel. I mean... I have the feeling I forgot something, Zach. Yeah. I'm just trying... These are just other people's rooms, aren't they? Yeah. Wow. Weird dead-end corridor. This hotel is freaky in itself. Yeah, okay. Maybe this is... That can't be the exit, I would assume. Stumbled on some random dining room. Just poking around. Oh, there we go. Look, it's a can of pickles to steal. Definitely steal those. Oh, that's enough. Got the other one there. What kind of hotel is this? This is kind of slightly wacky. Unless this is like the dining room for the guests, like a buffet room. I don't know. It's really got, I don't know. It's weird. And I don't have any perception of the layout at the moment. I'm not supposed to go where I'm supposed to go in a minute. Okay, and we got somebody's bedroom here. Curious. It seems like this is like an actual... This is a separate wing of the hotel, right? This is not for the guests. I'm supposed to be wandering around here. Oh, okay. Greenhouse. Oh, okay. Some honor lying around. Okay, this is a dead end. Okay, so I guess we head back the way we came. How strange. There seems to be anybody else in this hotel right now, does there? Okay, so this here is York's room. I guess it's all on the ground floor then, I guess. Okay, let me just... Oh no, the controls got weird. Never mind. Look around up here briefly. Okay, and they got like little... Almost like they're kind of like, here's some historical artifacts of our town. Look at these residents, guests of the hotel. So deer hunters don't shoot the does. I figure all ladies deserve special attention. If all ladies deserve special attention, it's not special, York. Never mind. Doesn't have any value to me. What do you think, Zach? A display shows Greenvale official hunting rules. Do not shoot females. Males are scored according to their number of antlers. I think it's size, not number. Consult the taxidermist for rare specimens. Various clauses on deer hunting. If they shot us by accident, do you think they'd stuff us as rare specimens? No. No, York. I think you're weird to think that. The glories of days long past, showcasing such a small package. Maybe this was the extent of their glory. Maybe. There is controversy concerning the cruelty of shooting game for entertainment. Deer hunting helps keep the deer population in check, thus maintaining a balanced ecosystem. Could homicides be helping us keep our own numbers in check, I wonder? York, you when he met Emily, he was like, I don't want the sheriff and the sheriff's deputy to think I'm a psycho. And it's like, why is that? Is that because maybe you are a psycho? Jesus Christ. Old tools used long ago for lumber milling. Not that I know what they're there for, though. Lol, what? Records say that many schools closed down on the open day of the hunting season. So many kids would skip school that they decided to make it official. Maybe we should think about taking the day off ourselves on opening day. Okay, if the hunting season's coming up soon. Yeah, maybe. This display is getting me all nostalgic. What? Nostalgic for what? Deer hunting was popular in this town. This article says one family had their 6-year-old daughter practice shooting with pigs' heads as targets. Better watch out for hunting aficionados among the ladies here. Okay. It tells us here that deer hunters score points according to the number of antlers on their prey. No, the number of points maybe, but that's... Antlers the whole thing, right? A deer only has 2 antlers, right? If all the culprits we brought in had antlers, what would our score be by now? You are... I think you're kind of a weird guy, York, to say the least, right? I can't get these on these stairs. It changes the movement controls when you're on the stairs, yeah. Sorry, there you go, we're back to normality. Okay, so this must be the reception area of the hotel, right? Check the weather. Today is a fine, clear day, a perfect day to have a walk. Nothing here of any interest to me, apart from the weather report. Okay, we'll open up the microwave. And we're taking an egg. You got egg. Rental works. Egg in the microwave. I don't know if we need to want that. Just casually walks behind reception. It's fine. Okay, so this is actually the dining room here, isn't it? Another coffee. I'll send that to the just lying around. Now, how long has it been there? Obviously, clearly not freshly made, is it? You're fucking psycho. So this whole giant hotel seems to be on one ground floor, which is curious to say the least. I'm not seeing a single other person here at the moment. Right, so it is all money. You just don't get the money until like the day ends or the chapter ends. Now, what I need money for, that's a good question. I'm not really fully sure at the moment. guess I'll find out as we go along. It'll all come back to me, I'm sure. Right, that's the phones there. Over we go. Ooh, vending machine. Oh, what are we buying? Lollipops. Sorry? Lollipops are $24 each. Beg pardon? I think someone's fucking with us, right? Or crackers. Buttery tasting crackers for a little snack. Or even a little snack. It covers a little bit of hunger. $35.50. This sounds like 2024 American grocery prices. Sorry, I shouldn't joke about that, but so there we go. So that's what money is for. It's for buying consumables, and they're fucking expensive. Hence why I'm looking at our $1,000 we have, and thinking I've got a lot of money. It's potentially not. Now I've already got 2 cans of pickles and 2 lollipops, so I'm not really going to buy extra. Okay. Do you want to buy anything else? No, we're finished. Okay. Good to know they're there. What about here? We're going to get drinks? Yes. Coffee. Milk and black. This is the black coffee. It makes obviously sure it covers a little tiny. So they do the same thing. However, all you need to do to reduce the value of coffee by by 2/3 is to put a little bit of milk in it. A milk coffee, $13.50. A black coffee, $31 for a cup of coffee. Again, probably not really needing to buy these at the moment, but at least we've got an idea of the value of items in the game now. Okay. But I assume he's getting coffee on his way for the story, because he's a guest of the hotel, so he gets some coffee for breakfast. Okay, some old lady.
Good morning, Mr. Morgan. Your breakfast is ready for you.
Oh, thank you. Who are you? Polly Oxford, the hotel owner. I wish I could whistle.
Mrs.
Polly Oxford. Just Polly is fine.
All right, Polly.
Thank you, Polly. I'm starving.
Is everything all right, Mr. Morgan?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's delicious, Polly. My compliments to the chef.
I'm hoping my cooking will bring back repeat guests.
Let's go to this table.
It's been a while since anyone has stayed here.
I couldn't
Is that
help
right?
but notice. Aside from you and me, there seems to be no other guests or workers around.
What's that?
Lol.
The salt's in that white shaker there.
Thank you. I was wondering if there were any other guests or workers here.
Oh, no one else. My husband and I used to run this place, but he's in heaven now.
You've been working here alone since then. Must be hard by yourself.
Oh my, we're all out of pepper. I'm very sorry.
It must be difficult to run a hotel by yourself.
Well, yes, I suppose. I could just live on my pension. But I have to admit, running a hotel is kind of like a hobby of mine.
Oh.
That's nice. Polly, it might help to hear you better if you could sit a little closer.
Oh my, Mr. Morgan, you're embarrassing me.
Didn't say sit on him.
I think I'm a little too old for you.
And I still love my departed husband. May God rest his soul. I appreciate the invitation, but I'm fine over here.
Polly, I can hardly hear you from all the way over there.
You're exaggerating. This is fine. It won't do to be all clumped together with such a large table and cafeteria. We have to make use of all this space.
What?
Now tell me, that wound on your face, what happened?
Let's just say I had some trouble during the last case I was working on. I'm sure it'll heal. It's just a flesh wound.
Oh, Oh my, well, there's no need to be the tough guy here. I want you to be able to relax here. I've prepared a special room for you. A famous rock star once stayed in the same room, you know.
Really? I feel honored.
Apart from
Zach, the
sitting
lady
next
is
to you.
offering to help. Do you want to ask her about the town?
Yeah, obviously.
Say, Polly, what can you tell me about this town?
He's smoking inside here.
This hotel
Wow.
was built back then.
It's only 600
We
people
saw
in town.
plenty of guests in those days.
That's why this place is so big for such a small community.
I have so many fond memories from back then. I suppose the clock on the community center is quite famous too.
Clock?
Oh yes, it's lovely.
Music's way louder than the dialogue. I don't know if that's...
Night to let the
I can
whole
adjust that
town
in a minute.
time. You'll hear it many times during your stay. It's a beautiful sound. And you'll love it too, I think.
I look forward to hearing it then.
Anything else you'd like to know about?
Yep, turn over the
Yes,
store.
actually, Polly. Could you tell me about the shops around here?
Shops? Well, there aren't many. It is a small town, after all. You can do most of your shopping at the Milk Barn convenience store. The
Okay.
couple who run it are a unique pair. I'm sure you'll get to like them.
Is that right?
The Veggie Diner is a great place to eat.
Okay.
They might be open even if my kitchen is closed. If you want to go to a bar, there are two. The Galaxy of Terror and the Sweary 65. I don't care much for either of them. Bars are for the younger folk. We also have a gas stand, of course, the art gallery, and even a gunsmith. You should be able to find what you need.
Thank you, Polly.
Well, Mr. Morgan, I'd better start cleaning up. You just take it easy. I'll bring your coffee out in a moment.
Thank you, Polly. I have to warn you, though, I am very particular about my coffee. The very best you have, please.
I understand. I'll be right back with it.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, $31 a cup coffee. What he's into. Okay. Of course, he's going to see if his coffee's got a message for him. Let's look with interest. I don't know if it happens if you skip these. Just skip the cutscene, I don't know.
Did you see that, Zach?
No.
Clear as a crisp spring morning.
Nope.
F.K. in the coffee. I knew I could count on it.
Nope, definitely no
Never
letters in there.
fails.
Now then, let's get going.
Okay. So you felt like you saw a letter, the letters F and K in this coffee. Did you? I didn't. I think he's bullshitting. Yeah, this is what I wanted to check. Go into the check the options there. Sound. Oh yeah, here we go then. So voice on 100%. Sound effects will drop down to let's go 80 because it's all relative, isn't it? And the background music, yeah, we want to chunk that right down. It's a little bit overwhelming. We're going to leave it on 65. And we'll see how that goes. Do you want to cancel your changes? No. Oh, no, I want to exit out of the changes. Oh, do you want to keep these settings? Yes. Okay. Weird. Okay, there we go. So hopefully that's readjusted our sound settings there. What's this? Oh! The blood color. Cruel production. What weird thing to say? On, so it's purple at the minute. But I think if you turn it off, they don't have blood. As opposed to changing the color of the blood. Okay. Hopefully that will allow us to hear a bit more dialogue and cutscenes. And while the music is great, you don't need to overwhelm the dialogue, right? Wild, this hotel. There's fucking a grand piano here and everything. But yeah, he is the only resident at the hotel. He's the only guest at the hotel, and Polly is the owner and the only person who works here. How curious. Look at all this food she's put out, though. Fucking hell, Polly. Jeez Louise. You just drink as much coffee as you want. Unexpected trouble is coming your way. Lucky item is his
There's
lighter.
always trouble heading my way in this job.
Okay.
But I'm always up for a little excitement, too.
Same again. Okay. Bosh the coffee. He's an addict. Speaking of it, I'm ready for mine now. You have a lot of fun today. Lucky place, the theme park.
There's no theme park in this town, though. All that good luck is just slipping away. But I think I'll have a thrilling enough time right here anyway.
Okay, then just for the timer run down. This game is so quirky and just how it functions. Okay, so I count into the lobby, I guess. Yeah, so I mean, this hotel's wild. It's got multiple dining rooms, and it's a literal ground floor hotel. Weird. Oh, let's speak to Polly.
Oh, hi.
She's got terrible posture. Posture's insane. If you need anything, you can find me at the front desk. I sell daily goods to guests. I don't have much, but they may help you out. So you're the sales girl too, aren't you? Yes, that's right. Coffee comes as a set with the breakfast. Perfect. Don't worry about the service here. Is just as good as any fancy city hotel. Great, thank you. Oh, all right then. Do you want something? I'll talk to you again. If you're heading out, I should warn you, don't be out too late. There's been a lot of trouble in these parts recently. Trouble? You know, the terrible murder. It's just so scary. Very true. But I am, you know, looking for the murderer. She's like, be careful to stay away from the murderer. He's like, no, that's why I'm here. It would be so much easier if the killer would just show up and try to kill me. Oh, don't say such horrible things. Well, you gotta risk something to gain something. Oh, Mr. Morgan, I'm not that kind of lady. He was talking about the murderer catching up with him and putting himself at risk to catch the killer. And she's like, stop trying to hit on me, Mr. Morgan. Zach, I think she's misunderstood us again. Yeah, I think she has. So let's see what she sells, at least. Very well, just a moment. Okay, right, so she sells the... Oh, okay, interesting. So the black coffee that she sells herself is half as expensive as the one out of her vending machine. Okay, interesting. Stabilizer. Completely restores pulse rate and also keeps it low for long. $186. Some random medication. Cigarettes is cigarette brand. $114 for the pack, I guess. Right, lollipops slightly and crackers are slightly cheaper than the vending machine. Sugar donuts, $19 for a donut. A wedge of cheese, $22. Bait for going fishing, $119. What? The fishing rod is $126. I don't know if I'm going to even think to go fishing in this game, right? Right, so yeah. So, things are expensive. Anyway, let's leave the hotel. We've... so he walked into town. It was actually 6 a.m., wasn't it? Okay. All right, so he's got to his hotel, checked in, and slept for... Unless he stayed here the whole day, and it's the next day. I don't think he would sleep for 24 hours, right? So I'm assuming he's literally just kind of... I guess maybe he did, because it's first thing in the morning. So I'm assuming he just checked into his hotel and just kind of chilled out for a day after the events of the previous night. Or not, and he slept for like 2 or 3 hours, then got up, and here he is. I don't know. Unless you get all 6 worms. Yeah, that is true. That's true, Kuma. I'm going to assume, right? But still. Okay. This is the first day of the investigation. Onwards. I'm getting paid, am I? I mean, I didn't really do anything. We just woke up in our hotel and walked around. We got some more money, which we obviously desperately need. Everything is insanely expensive. Ooh. I would go for those pickles right now.
A police car.
I wish I could whistle. There we go. Okay, our office is open from 9 till 5. There's a note. Don't be late. Sheriff George Woodman.
So we have King George to thank for preparing a car for me.
Okay, that was pretty...
A pleasant surprise,
yeah,
Zach? Let's take it for a spin.
Yeah, and they just leave... They're loaning him a patrol car, and they just leave it out in the front of the hotel with a note and just key on the bonnet.
This place simply amazes me. The keys were left on the front hood.
Yeah.
And nobody stole the car.
There's nobody
Values.
in the town to steal the car, really.
This town has what the country needs. Values. Let's head over to the sheriff's department.
Shall we? Okay. I'm driving the car. I don't know how important it is, but we'll see. You got the master key. I know it's a master key. I've got a flare. Okay. Let me look at the map from here. So, don't I need it? Okay, I guess that's where you go if you go fishing. Okay, so you do have a marker. That's the sheriff's there. But this map is atrocious, right? Because I've got no idea of relation to anything. Okay, so that's the hospital. And there's a suspect there, isn't there? So imagine if they just had a decent fucking map here. Okay, Thomas' house, Carol's house, Fiona's house. I don't know who those people are yet. Oh, Thomas is the assistant of the sheriff, right? Bergamot Farm. Anna's house. Nick's house. Brian's house. Sheriff's department. There's a suspect, and it tells you where the characters are as well. Emily's there, George is there. Little marker next to George's name, which... Yeah, sorry, my camera's kind of covering some of this up. I wish there was a better place to put my face in this game. I don't know. We'll leave it there for now. It's got that little symbol next to him, so I don't know if that's suggesting where the main quest is. It's got that marker there as well. Okay, there's the diner. A&G Diner. So I'm this way. Wood path. Nothing else that way. Greenvale Community Centre and the Mercury Theatre. That's what it's called, I guess. Cope's Tunnel. Okay, don't tell me what this is. Very winding road there. Forest Keeper's Cabin. Tree of Anna. Greenvale Forest Park. So annoying that you can't get a proper grasp of the map. Struggle. Juniper Farm. Ah, that's one of the bars. Swery 65. Emily's house. There's the milk barn, which is the convenience store. Panda Bear. George's house. Lysander's junkyard. Heaven and Hell gas station. Sigourney's house. Usher's house. Becky's house. Where any of these people are yet, obviously. Mule's Gallery. So, you know, I've just done a sweep of the map to try and ascertain where all these... Just have a look around, but I've got no idea of relation of these at all. I might just pull up a map online just to get an idea. White Spruce Farm. Darius Inc. Greenvale Electrical Substation. Keith's house. So there seems to be two downtown, not downtown areas, but two major areas. They've got this block of more residential, even though the sheriff's department is right in the middle of it. And then down this way, towards the south, this is kind of like where the George's house. Is that the gas station there? Yeah, that's where the gas station is. And that's where the convenience store is. Not very convenient. So I mean, you can. So now at this point in the game, you can literally travel around the whole town looking at stuff, but to what end is the question. I'm just gonna focus the main quest, I think. There's sweet car sound effects. Who are we talking to? Zach.
About those bonus features in DVDs nowadays.
DVDs nowadays?
You know, the ones from the 80s have almost no bonus material. Even if they do, it's a trailer and the visual quality is pretty bad. Well, that visual quality is a good reminder of those days. So many new audio and visual appliances were coming out back then. Do you remember the first video deck we bought? We bought it to record one of the Star Wars movies on TV. And remember when that video store opened, we spent hours there, just trying to find a good movie to rent. There weren't that many to choose from back then. I remember renting some really bad ones after reading those back cover taglines. Hey, remember? Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? Filmed in 1978. Produced, directed... Bello. It was really awful. Naturally, these bumped
was around the time I joined the Bureau. I never had a chance to see it.
I know, Zach. Once this case is over, we can launch it together.
I bet we can buy a copy on the internet pretty easily.
I bet you can. He's like, yeah, we'll watch Attack of the Killer Tomatoes after Together, my imaginary friend. I'm not sure if there's a way to us to put the wipers on. I can even indicate. Random. Let's turn the wipers off. As if any of that is important. Maybe it's raining. I don't know. This is what's so weird about and curious about this game, is that they've got all these, like, almost like RPG, even rain veering into the, like, simulation side of gameplay. But for what reason? It's the question. And there is no reason, I don't think, essentially. That's what I wanted to check, not the map. Check the options. Just want to check the controls. Oh, you can actually reassign them all, can you? I don't know if there's a way to actually change the camera. Oh, there is. There we go. Okay, that's much better. The driving does not feel good in this game. Never mind though, eh?
That's one fine building for such a small town. The exterior woodwork is spectacular. Don't you agree, Zach?
I agree. Yeah, I agree. York, that's good. I like it. Okay. Some deputy stood asleep. Skyrim.
Pleasure to meet you, Agent Morgan. We've been expecting you.
You don't
I'm
need to
Thomas
salute me.
McLean, the sheriff's assistant.
Oh, okay. Thomas, pleased to meet you.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please just call me York. It's what everyone else calls me.
Very well then, Agent York.
I believe I owe you a thank you for retrieving my belongings from my car. Thanks.
Oh, no, just doing my job. I want to help do everything I can to help the investigation. I just can't believe Anna was murdered. She was such a bright and lovely girl.
Did you know her well?
Okay, so the murder victim is called Anna.
No, not really. But it's a very small town. I'm sorry. It's just that this is the first really big case I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I understand. Just try to relax. Can I have a look at Anna's file now?
Yes, of course. The sheriff told me to let you through to the meeting room, but I've lost the key to the cabinet where the files are.
Wow.
Why don't you take a look around while I go look for it?
Okay. Let me know when things are ready.
Zach, Thomas appears to be the kind and sensitive type, totally at odds with the monarch. Almost a good setting for a cartoon.
Yeah, something's cartoonish. Yeah, he's got a very particular way of running. Right, okay, for sure. All right, guys. This game is wild. I'm gonna make coffee and not $31 coffee, but I'm back in a couple of minutes. Alrighty. Alright. I'm gonna turn down the music even more, I think. Maybe the sound effects as well. This is all relative, isn't it? Should still be loud enough. Oh, did I get that? Did it save it? It did, yeah. Okay. I think I made any changes, though. Make sure it's stuck. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, when menus, say, oh, do you want your this should save the changes, or you haven't actually made any changes? I do find that a bit strange. Okay, so obviously, so Thomas, he seems, York's right. He seems kind and earnest. He's like, this is awful, but of course, being in a small town, he's never been involved in a case like this before. So obviously, it's a little bit disturbing for him and overwhelming for him. Of course, the issue though is clearly he's been told to, well, told, but also wants to assist it. Like, he seems a bit more like, rather than George is like, oh, fucking FBI coming in here poking their noses around. Thomas is a little like, oh, awesome, the FBI's here. Maybe they'll can actually just help solve the case, right? But clearly, you know, regardless, he's been told to help York out with whatever he needs. And he wants to see Anna's file, the victim's file, or the file of the case. Thomas has lost the key to the cabinet it's locked in. Wow. Good job, buddy. But he was like, just have a look around for a minute while I'm looking for it. Okay. So I guess I'll have a poke around the sheriff's office here. Conference room. I'm going there, bro. Random door. Just poke my way around in here. Oh, sorry, another conference room we've got, I guess. Oh no, it's 2 doors to the same conference room. Okay. Don't open. Okay. Guess they only want one door to being used. Just, yeah, fair enough. We'll get it. Okay, I guess these are former employees. Okay, the bathroom. Hello, officer. This person probably has nothing to do with the investigation. Can't leave now. Okay. Right, so that's just the fire exit. That's fine. Office room. Well, it's look. Here's the thing. This is kind of what I was getting at earlier. Okay, it's like, while George may not want him here because it's like presumably professional pride. He's like, I don't need the fucking FBI coming into my town to help me with my shit, but he has to respect it, right? So he's probably said, you know, to Thomas, well, look, if that FBI agent wants anything, help him out with it, because you kind of have to, rather than wanting to. Oh, and here's the man himself. George? Just doing some squats in the office.
George, do you work out every day?
Of course, Agent Morgan. Exercise keeps me healthy. I haven't missed a day since I started in high school.
Oh, that's impressive. Remind me to get more exercise, Zach.
I can't do my
maybe
full
give up
routine
smoking
today
first.
without Arnold. I haven't seen Arnold around since yesterday.
Arnold.
He's a training buddy of mine. His partner Sylvester misses him too. If you see Arnold around,
Arnold and Sylvester.
let me know, will you? Can't finish my workout menu without him.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out for him.
Lost Arnold. Side quest. Okay. Don't give me any clues in the list. George lost his beloved Arnold somewhere in the sheriff's office. He can't train without him. Point is looking for and get it back to him. And get his groove back. Okay. Yo, Legion Cage. Hello. But yeah, if you still work, don't worry about it. Yeah, unless he maybe he did turn about it. But I mean, George is seeming fairly friendly about the whole situation right now. What? Yeah, just doing squats in the office. Okay, so this must be George's office. Right, fucking guns everywhere. Works out every day, apparently.
Zach, look at this. Oh, now this is something special. It's the epitome of the old frontier sheriff's office. Perfect.
A stuffed deer's head on the wall. A flag, a hunting rifle. A hunting rifle. Amazing. You'd never see a hunting rifle on the wall of a police department in the city. That's just amazing. Wonder if the sheriff would ever let me shoot it.
Interesting. Giant mirror in his office. That's kind of... We've got baseball bats hanging around everything. And trophies. So he's so this guy, he works out every day. Likes to... he's obviously clearly a hunter. I don't know if it's trophies of hunting or for sports or something. He has a collection of baseball bats as well. So he seems like a fairly intense kind of guy, right? Yeah, that's what I wonder. Okay, he's standing in front of that mirror, just literally admiring his own muscles. I mean, maybe. Where are you off to, Emily? I want to speak to you. I guess they meet guests in this room. The joy of small towns. Wandering off to Emily. I'll catch up with her. If she's wandering around, I'll bump into her at some point. Okay, this is the locker room. Observe. Thomas's locker. I can almost picture the tidiness of its contents. I guess that's their names on the outside, right? Get the fuck in there, York. The controls are not good. But perfectly playable as well. Okay, this is where he works out in the locker room. What's this? Long-tailed flying squirrel keys. Okay, just stealing somebody's keys. Fine. Random locker. We're just gonna open it because that's how he does, I guess. What these fucking keys I've picked up? Oh, unless this is the keys that belongs to the sheriff's office. Yeah, we know that. This is the key that Thomas lost. He's looking for. It's not for his locker, is it? That'd be weird. Okay, that's the locker room. Kitchen room. Oh, you mean the rake room, cafeteria. That's on the floor. Small kitchen of sauce, turning out tasty dishes from here. Now that's true talent. Ah, dumbbell. Oh, this has got to be Arnold,
Zach.
right?
We've found Arnold.
There we go.
Let's get him back to George.
I guess it's a cute name for a dumbbell.
Arnold and Sylvester. Yeah, that's fair. See what you did there, George. Okay, just need to stare at it. Okay, have a shave have a shave without a mirror in the kitchen sink of the sheriff's station. You need to sort your life out, York. I think you get whiling out a little bit. Grey squirrel keys. Okay, that's the second squirrely key we've found. What's this? Turkey sandwich. Okay, let's steal somebody's lunch. Oh, no, sorry. It's a turkey sandwich collectible card, not an actual turkey sandwich. Okay, that's fine as well. Right, not rec room. That's not the right way of putting that. Storage. Well-organised storage room. No doubt this is Thomas's work too. Whoever gets to marry him will be spoiled rotten. I mean, you're not in a relationship, are you, York?
A raincoat. Doesn't look like it's been used much, even though it rains here pretty often. What waste of nice fabric, eh, Zach?
I don't know if the raincoats are made out of fabric. It's a proper raincoat. Interesting. Wrong colour. Anyway. Pointy-tailed flying squirrels. Okay, so all different keys we're getting around here. I guess one of them will be the correct one. And then when I find Thomas, it will be like, you might help me find the keys. And I'll be like, I've got them already, don't worry about it. I mean, it's nothing that suspicious. It makes sense that the law enforcement would have supplies and stock of things like that, right? An emergency exit is locked, though. What use is an emergency exit if it's locked in an emergency? Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, are you? Right. Okay, so let me go back and go to George first. Oh yeah, this off. Do this door, right? And give him his dumbbell before we proceed any further. Assuming he's not moving around, he's still in his office. It looks like it. Agent Morgan, did you want something? Yes. Here's Arnold.
George, I found Arnold.
Really?
He was a bit hard-headed, but I got him to come back.
Oh. Arnold. Well done, Agent Morgan. Now I can work out using my normal workout menu.
Good to hear that.
Here's a little something to show you my appreciation.
Arnold and Sylvester collectible cards.
So
okay.
that makes us even.
Does it?
I don't owe you anything, and you don't owe me anything. No
Okay.
changes to how we work together. Just bear that in mind.
Alright. Yeah, he's very guarded, isn't he?
Zach? He needs some friends who aren't so dumb.
Wow. He thinks he's a comedian as well. He got us $200, which is, well, I'll buy us a cup of coffee. Right, anyway. Now that's taken care of. Yeah, there's also all sorts of little side quests in the game. I think there's like fucking dozens of them. But some of them are like that, very simple. Someone will be like, hey, can you pick up that item that is like 2 feet away from me? And others are like so convolutedly complicated that you're not going to do them without a guide. So if there's anything that's obvious like that, I'll do. But if there's anything, I'm not. You because the thing is, for the main quest of the game, you don't need to do any of them. So Okay, so that's telling us to go now. Let me just have a look in their basement for now. We'll be down here. Alright, the holding cells. Okay, makes sense. It's so crazy that the sound effect from metal doors and fucking iron gates is a creaky wood sound. A desk for the warden. Is it even in use? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, hello. Hopefully we'll be bringing the culprit soon. Though that'll mean the end of our little vacation here. Yeah, my fate. I'm going to have to... Yeah, I'm going to change it upside down. I think I'm going to change my camera and move it down to the bottom right for this game. Makes more sense, I feel. I think it's going to be less in the way down there. Yeah, it's like, can I get into this prison cell with this prisoner? No, I can't. Oh. But I can sleep in the prison cell. I don't know if that's a good idea. Oh, I'm going to this one. Get points or whatever. Money. Curvy-tailed flying squirrel. God, that's 4 sets of squirrel keys we found now. I don't know what any of it is for. I've got like two dudes down there. Okay, never mind. Moving on. What we got down here? Ah, the shooting range. Fifth set of squirrel keys. Okay. Yeah, I guess these are automated here. Pull out his gun here. Oh, okay. He's got a sneak. Oh, he's hold his breath sneak thing, isn't it? Oh, right. Yeah, it's just his stamina getting draining there. Okay. Anyway, let's get up to where we're supposed to be, and we'll see Thomas, and he'll be like, "Oh, I've lost the. Can you help me find the keys, Agent York?" And then he'll be like, "Yeah, there's 5 fucking sets of keys, bro. It better be one of these, because if it ain't, I ain't gonna be impressed." What's this with? I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. So it's storage files, okay. Agent York, did you find the key? I thought... I thought he told me to just randomly look around while he went to find the key. This motherfucker is like, "I've lost the key. You can have access to the files if you go find the key." What the fuck? Yeah. Is this one?
You found the key.
I think
Apparently.
so. Is this it?
No.
You don't know your squirrels, do you? This isn't the right key holder. This is a Siberian flying squirrel. It's closer to a land-based squirrel. The Siberian flying squirrel is larger than the southern flying squirrel. and has a standing tail while the southern has a hanging tail. But we're looking for a southern flying squirrel right now.
Is that right?
You sure do know a lot about squirrels.
Okay, so I need to give him the southern flying squirrel. What's that? Let me have a look at my items. Curvy-tailed flying squirrel. Long-tailed flying squirrel. So it's going to be one of these two then, I guess. Just take all the keys, please, Thomas. Let's try that one first.
You found the key.
But did I?
I hope so.
No.
No. This is a sugar glider. Sorry, wrong key. The sugar glider is a small gliding possum. It has shorter hair and a longer, column-like tail. You can really see its muscle definition on this image, can't you? But we're looking for a southern flying squirrel right now.
He does like
Zach,
squirrels.
Can you tell these things apart?
Not really. No, this has got to be this one, right? I'm just giving this
You found the
patrol
key.
car key.
That's the right one?
Yeah.
Yes, a southern flying squirrel. Thank
Okay.
you so much. I'll bring the files right in, so please go to the meeting room.
Okay, I'll be waiting for you.
Well, Zach, we just got here, and we've cracked a big case already.
Lol.
The victim's name was Anna Graham. Age 18, she just recently graduated from high school this year. Her dream was to move out to the city and become a model.
Okay.
But for the time being, she was working in the A&G diner here in town. She lived with her mother, Sally. Anna's father died in an accident in the lumber mill when she was a child.
Okay.
Her mother is unemployed and lives on the insurance money from her husband's accident.
Okay.
After all, it's a small town with a low cost of living. Financially, they seem to get by fine, and they led normal lives.
A normal life is exactly what a curious teenager doesn't want. It's all starting to make sense, Zach.
City folk, huh? No, I take that back. All of them can't be as bad as him, and some should have better manners.
Huh. This is a good biscuit. I've never tasted a biscuit this delicious.
Where in town can I get these?
Well, actually, I baked them myself.
That's amazing. What are you doing in law enforcement? I'm very particular about biscuits, I'll have you know. The balance of milk and butter you've achieved here. Oh, my.
Agent Morgan, the autopsy's ready. You are welcome to accompany me to the Greenvale General Hospital. Emily, you come too. Thomas, stay here and tidy up these files.
Yes, sir.
We're going to use the car outside. Let's get going. You might think this is just a small-town police investigation, but our inspections are thorough and solid. I'm hoping you won't slow us down.
I'm hoping you won't slow us down. He doesn't respond as he stares lovingly at the biscuit. But yeah, it's kind of a weird vibe that he's just kind of just assumes he can smoke inside. And then he's like, oh, there's no ashtray. Let me just put it out on this plate. So I can understand why they think he's kind of like a bit of a heathen. A little bit more money.
The Greenvale General Hospital is down the road by the lake. It's too far to walk. Come on, get in the car.
If I'm riding in a car, George, I prefer to be the driver. Can you provide a car for me?
What are you talking about? You don't even know how to get there.
No.
Which is another good reason for me to drive, George. I need to learn my way around town.
Oh, man. Very well. Then I'll ride with you. I want to keep an eye on you.
All right.
Fair enough.
Just one thing, Agent Morgan. Your involvement in this case is limited. That means you don't have to learn your way around town.
Maybe he wants to.
George, we'd better get moving. The hospital closes at 2100.
9 o'clock, Emily. Okay, well, what time is it? Okay, it's currently 10:38. I've only got the dinner icon on the police station here. Let's speak to Emily, I guess. We need to get to the hospital and get those autopsy results. Yes, we do. Head towards the hospital. We want this case solved as quickly as possible. So the victim is a girl called Anna, who was 18 years old. She worked at the local diner, apparently had aspirations to leave town and become some kind of big famous actress somewhere. Not quite panned out for her. Alright, okay, well, let's go.
Agent Morgan, get us there quickly, but drive within the speed limit. Just because you have a badge doesn't mean you can drive like a maniac.
We'll
George,
see about that.
What are you, his mother?
We just need to get the autopsy results.
Agent York isn't accustomed to the town yet. Give him a little slack. Well then, Agent York, let's get going.
Sure, sounds good.
Probably won't like it if I drive across the across the. That's the exit. Oh, we're around the back, aren't we? Presumably. Okay, cool. There we go. Alright, so we'll figure out this fucking map, right? Okay, so I want to get onto the main road here. This is the hospital over here. Right, okay. I could go from that direction. Well, that's... Doesn't really matter, does it? It's very similar distance. Where the flowers are. Right, okay, so I want to take a left there, then straight up, and then a left when we get towards the end. Okay.
Agent Morgan, I can't help noticing you prefer to work alone.
Most of the time, yes.
Don't you get lonely, flying all over the country alone?
I must say I've never felt lonely.
Are you married?
Unfortunately, relationships and I are fleeting strangers. I don't get on
wonder
very
why.
well with women. You might be surprised to hear.
Yep.
That's because you're young. You notice things like that at my age. You have to treat women carefully, like a thin crystal wine glass. If you don't, they can cut scars on your face, just like yours, right?
George, is this an interrogation? I see you're a seasoned professional. But let's not talk about my scar. It was caused by a problematic woman.
Well, she got you good. Terribly good.
It'll fade away, and nobody will notice it in a week.
A week? It's not that light of a wound.
So, Emily, tell me, is there really a need for a full-time sheriff in a small town like this?
I'm sure it is small to your city eyes, but any gathering of people leads to all kinds of problems. Fights, runaways, stray pets.
You're too fixated on violent crimes. Our job is to guide the people along the correct path, first and foremost. Now, that's what I consider to be my duty as the Sheriff of Greenvale.
Zach, there he is. The monarch in all his glory. Kind of makes me glad that I wasn't born here.
Did you say something, Agent Morgan?
No.
No, nothing, George. I was just reflecting on a little history.
Well, we're in the middle of a homicide investigation. Keep your mind on the matter at hand.
Okay, which right now is driving. That's
So-
a pretty big hospital.
Yeah.
Guess they wanted to be ready for town-wide food poisoning?
No, it's another leftover from the town's prosperous slumber days. Hard to imagine now, though, isn't it?
My mother always talked about how energetic this town used to be. Almost like a gold rush, she used to say.
Impressive.
But the hotter the fever, the faster it cools. And so now there's hardly anyone left to use this place.
It pains me to watch my hometown lose so many citizens. Beyond your understanding, I'm sure.
Yes, I'm sorry to say that it is.
Indeed. And that's why this case is our problem. There really isn't any need for you to get too involved.
Except, it's of course, country ham. Yeah, I'll eat that. Hey, Ritz, how you doing there, bro? Come in.
Hello, Sheriff.
Hello. Freckly Fiona. I think her name's just Fiona, right? You can describe it like that. That's not
Hi
very
there,
polite.
Fiona. We're here to see Usha. Do you know where he is?
I think Dr. Johnson is in the computer room.
A computer room? In a hospital?
Nice to meet you, Mr. FBI agent. The computer
Mr.
room is
FBI
where
agent?
our employees share a computer.
Very nice to meet you, too. I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. But how did you know I was FBI?
Easy. None of the police in this town wear cologne. Besides, that scar on your face is the biggest rumor in town.
Rumors get exaggerated as they spread, even in the countryside.
What's that you're reading, if I may ask?
Liar's House. Okay.
You haven't heard of this yet?
Nope.
It's a recent bestseller mystery. It's set in the U.S., a small traditional North American town close to the Canadian border. A
Yep.
peaceful, traditional place.
Like here.
However, that peaceful town is shattered by a terrible crime. The
Like
murder
here.
of a local girl.
Like
and that
here.
incident causes grief and sadness to everyone in town.
Like
And-
here. Like here. Right?
Fiona, don't say that.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. With Anna dead and all.
Don't worry. Books are written to entertain, and it's good you're enjoying it. What we're faced with here is a terrible crime committed in a real world. Much different from that of a novel. So there's no need to apologize.
Thank you, Agent York.
Yeah, how you doing, Ritz? Do you know it? Have you played it yourself, Ritz? You're a fan? Yeah, it's a very controversial game. It's either people seem to, well, most people don't even know about it, but those that do, either love it or hate it. And I love it personally. Yeah, no, definitely, definitely Kuma. It's, you know, you look at George and it's like, well, if you were the sheriff in this town, you might be the same. He's just kind of... It's kind of sad that it's because, like, you know... Here's the thing, the population is dying out, essentially, right? Unless new people move here to repopulate, but then it's not, like, the same town, is it, right? So I kind of get it. It's what it is, right? So yeah, they're going to observe the... I don't know if the autopsy's already been done by the doctor, and we're just getting the results here, or whether we're actually going to observe while the autopsy's taking place. Of course, I mean, George is wondering why the hell he's even here, and he said this profiling thing, but we've seen that York has come with what seems to be some red seeds in a little baggie. It's clearly evidence. So he's suspecting there's a serial killer operating somewhere in the States. So we don't know. He's not giving, unfortunately, not got any more background information like this. But the key piece of evidence that seems to suggest there's a serial killer is the presence of these red seeds, presumably at multiple victims. So he's wondering, so if in the autopsy any of these seeds are in or on Anna's body, or were at the crime scene, then he's going to instantly be like, oh shit, there's a serial killer who's struck again in this town. I guess he's just been the weird, quirky FBI agent that he is anyway. He would be interested in the case anyway. But, you know, if there's nothing to link to his serial killer, then he might be inclined to just leave, right? But if there is, then York's going to instantly feel like it's his case, right? We shall see, though. Oh, excellent. Yeah, so I have played it before, but it must have been like 10 years or so, at least. I played it, but yeah, it's an interesting game for sure. Let's speak to Fiona again. Dr. Johnson should be in the computer room. Okay, well, thank you, Fiona. That was very helpful. Speak to you, Emily. Why? What's going on? That's not helpful at all, Emily. Never mind. I'm going this way, apparently. No relation to the case, I'd figure. Based on what? Nothing at all. I can't leave now. I can go through this door. Yeah, Rich, did you play the sequel at all, which is much more recent? I did not, but I've heard it's, like, not good. Are we just, like, randomly sleeping in any of these beds here? Wild. Yeah, I've heard it's really not good. And, you know, and some people would feel this game is really not good, but even in more of a way than, you know, because I feel this game is good, right? As you do, obviously, as well. Right, we came in that way, didn't we? There's any benefit of me really poking around. So, these air places. This is going down to the basement. I'm going ahead of myself. Surely the morgue is going to be down in the basement, right? I think I'm actually better served to just follow the quest markers, actually. Whatever the quest marker is. You know, look at things as I go along, but there's no point in trying to fully explore every location I come across. I don't think there's any real benefit to that. So I've already achievement hunted this game a long time ago. George. Let's go to the computer room. We need to find Usher. A floor plan of the hospital. Looks like each section is named after a chess piece. Well, that's just kind of weird, isn't it? Let's be honest. Let's just be honest about this. That's kind of weird. Where did my marker go, though? Right, a minute. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Okay, over here. Okay, there is. I guess I can go from either of these directions. It does, Akuma. So same character. And technically the same world, but the story is completely unrelated to the story of this game. But it's a bit weird. Like it. So this one's kind of almost like a product of its time. It's weird and quirky. But this is like a modern. The sequel's like a modern game, and apparently it's very clunky, but not in a good way. So I don't know. I don't know too much about it.
We couldn't find him.
Fiona needs to check her information.
God damn it, Fiona.
No, I don't think so. Does the doctor like playing games by any chance?
What do you mean?
There's a message on the computer, and a card key already set in place. The king passes the rook and meets the bishop. The knight takes a pawn along for the queen.
What does that all mean?
It's a simple puzzle.
Zach, let's take him up on his challenge. You can do this, right?
We'll certainly try to, York. Are we just putting these in order? Wait. Just put them in the order it says here? Yeah, okay.
The doctor awaits below with the deceased.
Surprise, surprise.
Another code? But there's nowhere to insert a password.
More games. I'm going to get Fiona to call Usha up here right now.
It's kind of weird
No
under the
need, George.
circumstances.
The message appeared with the card key. It's telling us where to use it.
This is not the time to be joking around, Agent Morgan.
Yeah, surely the morgue.
Dr. Usha is below with the deceased.
Yeah,
With Anna.
is in the basement.
Below being underground, I take it. Simple. Simple. Then it's time to meet the mischievous architect of this little game.
Nah.
Okay, got the key card. Right, okay. I'm gonna go back over the other side of the... Yeah, that's where I was before, right? I just was like, I'm not going down the stairs yet. Yo, Wolf. What's going on, bro? How you doing? Okay, through this door and then down to the right. The marker's telling you where exactly it is and doesn't really guide you to it. It's like 4 yards directly below you. That's the key card to that, isn't it? But that's a weird thing for the doctor to do, right? It's like, oh yeah, the sheriff's coming with the FBI agent to get the autopsy results. Let me lock myself in there, and I'll leave the key card upstairs for them, which they can only get if they do a simple weird chess puzzle on the computer I set up. And I'll tell Fiona to direct them there. Sounds cool, right? Totally appropriate for the circumstances. You just wake up! Damn, Wolf, what's going on, buddy? Just wake up. 7:30. I'm not here to judge, bro. I've been there. I have been there. But I hope you're well, regardless. Oh, some points. I think I need to buy anything from the vending machine. Or I can have a look what they got, just out of curiosity. Yeah, it's crackers and lollipops. So is that what you're thinking, Akuma? It's not that there's 5 lollipops in the machine to buy. You're going to get 5 lollipops for $24. Is that what you reckon in there? I don't want to buy this. And you can get 4 crackers. I don't know. That's what it comes across like with the little worms, especially in 6 for $120. Okay, Dr. Johnson.
Usha, sorry to keep you waiting.
Ah, you made it. Let's get started, shall we?
Usher Johnson, the doctor. He's rocking his gold chain at work.
This is Agent Morgan from the FBI.
Nice to meet you. I'm Usher Johnson, the doctor in this hospital.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please call me York. Everyone calls me that.
Very well, Agent York.
Are you a forensic practitioner?
Let's just say I've dealt with corpses before.
That battle of wits, by the way. Did you create that yourself?
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to see if our FBI agent could handle the task.
I see. Well, it was pretty fun.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
We don't have much time. We need those autopsy results.
Next time, try challenging us without obstructing an investigation. You've angered the monarch.
Mm-hmm.
From the onset of rigor mortis, the stiffening of the muscles, the time of death is estimated to be between 20 and 2200 hours.
Okay.
That's still quite early for such a crime to take place. Note that there are 2 exterior wounds, pressure marks around the neck, and a long cut running from chest to abdomen. Blood marks on her right hand tell us she was gripping something round. Her skull is also fractured, but that is unrelated to the cause of death. It probably happened to her after she was killed.
Okay.
Now, I first thought death by suffocation due to the marks on her neck. But after further investigation, I now have a different conclusion. The direct cause of death was loss of blood from the wound.
Okay, she bled to death.
Which means...
She was cut up while she was still alive.
Yes, a sharp knife was used. It was inserted beneath the sternum and then quickly sliced downwards.
Damn.
The excessive loss of blood from her internal organs is what actually killed her. Her nails are clean, and with no skin cells from the attacker. She also doesn't appear to have been bound nor badly beaten.
Okay.
She was apparently killed without resistance.
She asleep at the time,
The most
maybe?
tragic thing, however, was
No
that
drugs?
she was unable to speak her story to anyone who could hear her cries.
What a weird thing to say, Usher. The fuck?
The perpetrator cut out Anna's tongue.
Oh, okay.
I believe she was drugged first to phase her consciousness, and then the killer killed her.
So he drugged her, cut out her
The
tongue,
killer most
and then
likely
sliced
has
her
a
up.
deep, traumatized past concerning women. He probably cannot converse with them normally. Cutting out the tongue suggests a very lonely individual. Either that or a truly hardcore sadist.
Okay. Well, no, suggests loneliness. Necessarily.
He must get off on watching women suffer, especially when they can't answer back. Now, he watched as the blood pumped from her body, as she gradually grew cold. A case in Seattle in 1985 was much like...
Usher, please, limit your report to your findings as a doctor. Criminal profiling is my job.
Cold.
You're wrong, also. Anna died fully, deeply, painfully aware of what was happening to her.
But,
Tell me, what time did it stop raining on the night Anna was killed?
Just before I went to bed, right after the movie on TV ended, so around 1 a.m.
What movie was it?
An American Werewolf in London.
Directed by John Landis, 1981. So the rain stopped, accompanied by the ending song, Blue Moon. George, would you mind if I examined Anna myself?
What more do you hope to find?
I'm sure I mentioned that I have a personal interest in cases like these.
Indeed. Oh, just all I said, Wolf, was you know, sorry you woke up so late. It's, you know, you pay for it later. Oh, your cat has been pooping on your bed. That's a problem. That is a problem. Yeah, he's old and he's on his last legs, but still. Yeah, cat poop. No one wants to clean that up. You certainly don't want to clean it up with your fucking bed sheets. That's a problem, Wolf. Hopefully you deal with that. Yeah, so Usher fancies himself also a criminal profile as well. His age isn't immediately apparent. They can't be that old. Looks like a trustworthy doctor. We shouldn't stare at her for too long. Yeah. Yeah. So, what was his observation about the rain, though? And how was Anna, like, bound? And why is he making that assumption that she was conscious while she was being killed? Still no hint of a smile. There's no reason we should focus our efforts on George. Okay. Here's Anna. Okay, let's look at her hand. Judging from the impressions, she was holding something in her hand, but it was removed around 6 hours after death. So she was gripping something tightly in her hand as she was killed. 6 hours later, that was removed by the killer or somebody else. It's left some kind of mark on her hand as well. The object was circular, with the relief shaped like a peace mark. Okay. Just literally left a mark on her hand. And his body's lying on the table. Yeah. Matter of feet there. She's neatly wearing fake fingernails. Okay. Beautiful blonde hair. Stunning even in death. Traces of evaporated liquid around the eyes. She must have cried before she was murdered. Yeah, no shit. The tongue has been removed. Look at the edge of the stump. Okay. Let's do that then. Right, of course, but he doesn't.
From her
Being a
lack
cat,
of
he wants to
resistance,
go
I'd say
in,
that
doesn't he?
Anna's injuries happened very quickly. Unable to speak, she was then left to cry herself to death.
Zach, it's all starting to come together.
The perpetrator stayed with her for at least 2 hours until it stopped raining. At the estimated time of her death, it was still raining, but you can still see tear marks on her cheeks.
So it must have been
That
undercover.
means she was killed under a roof somewhere. She was then carried into the woods after it stopped raining.
There's one other thing. Her tongue was removed with a very blunt knife.
Interesting.
In fact, it's more likely it was simply chopped off.
Oh, what the fuck?
Asha, are you a passionate man?
Well, not particularly, but I am man enough should the moment call for it.
George, how about you?
I'm very passionate. Yes. Especially when it comes to women. But I don't see what that has to do with anything.
George, the perpetrator, is just like you. He's passionate about women. He's a passionate kisser. This was a kiss of death.
Oh, he bits the tongue off.
Perpetrator bit off Anna's tongue.
Oh my god. That's
We'll
insane.
never get a dental print from a wound like this. But this is still a big lead.
Yeah, it's pretty horrifying.
Jackpot, Zach.
There we have it.
But our old-time all-American sightseeing tour just came to an end.
This case is now under the jurisdiction of the FBI. I'm assuming command. I'll need you to assist me in the investigation.
What in the hell do you mean, Agent Morgan? I know I said I was passionate, but you can't think I did this.
Not suggesting
That's not
that,
why
George.
I'm assuming command, George. You're a suspect just as much as every other passionate man on Earth. Let me show you something.
Red seeds. Four, 5, 6. So there's been 5 other
There you go.
murders where he's found red
Amazing, huh?
seeds.
I'm sure you have a lot of questions, but most of the details are top secret. George, Emily, we should be going. No need to stay here any longer.
Okay. I have to sign the release. Just give me a moment.
Very well. I'll go on ahead. I can't take it any longer down here. Bishop takes queen. His rook takes your queen. Then your knight takes rook. And checkmate.
Huh?
My first victory in the Grandmaster ranking.
Lol. Oh. So he stepped into the other world after York.
Zach, they're here.
Yeah, we don't have the full circumstances, obviously, of Anna's death, of course, but... the killer bit out her tongue while she was still conscious and alive. Then, with a sharp, very sharp blade, stabbed her in the guts, and then one swift cut up the chest, and then she bled out from that. So they said her body was found in the woods, but she wasn't killed in the woods. She was killed somewhere indoors, or at least under cover. Then after she was dead, the killer just hung out with her dead body. Don't want to assume what he might have been doing in that time. Or she. We don't know as a man. Although you would maybe assume it was a guy. And then after it stopped raining, carried her body out into the woods. Or is found later. And also, a red seed has been planted in her throat. It doesn't seem like that would accidentally get there. Obviously, York is assuming the person who's killed Anna is also the same person who has killed the other cases he is investigating elsewhere in the country. Right, okay. Well, we are now in the other world here. So, guess I'll do a little save, just in case I've massively fucked this up somehow. Wouldn't hurt for him to possibly go and investigate the... Well, we don't know where the crime scene was, but at least where Anna's body was found, I would say. So the door wasn't locked. All right, let's go through it. Oh. Is that a vision of Anna when she was alive? Okay. I don't know, there's no reason to be opening these. Oh. Some bullets. Noises they make. Oh yeah, or it's a copycat. It doesn't necessarily assume it's the same person, right? But I guess the red seed aspect is not public knowledge. So it wouldn't be a copycat in the sense that somebody had seen it on the news and was like, oh, I'm going to do that as well. But it could be a... Look at them zooming in on the map. How unnecessary is that? But it could be that there's a serial killer group or some kind of cult or something, right?
Amazing.
Amazing. Don't want to die. Don't want to die. Fucking disturbing. Now, obviously, I know it's... Oh, shit. It's been a hot minute since I've played this game. But I do vaguely remember what is going on. Obviously, I will preserve that mystery for you guys. Don't want to die. Okay. So we've got a much choice of where to be going. So let's just go forward, I guess. Someone's not having a good time of it. Through there? I don't know, it might be. That's where the crying's coming from. What the fuck? Of course, there's nothing there. There's a key card. Oh. I don't know exactly where I'm going to be going, but I feel like maybe I'm supposed to run down here. Yeah, I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. This is... Look at that, zoomed in on the map. What's the point of that? I guess maybe... Ah, here we go. Okay. I guess we're going through here then. Don't want to do. Oh, the stabilizer, which is like $500 or whatever. Mission knife. It's nice mission knife you've got there. What the fuck is a mission knife? Oh, a first aid kit. Maybe I'll carry that around with me. I'll stick the lollipop in the toolbox, I guess. I don't think my... Because I think as I'm getting through the sections, I don't think my... Yeah, my sleepiness and my hunger is really been affected, because I think they're more kind of a factor when you're doing kind of open world exploration. Which is definitely not something we need to worry about too much on this, for the sake of this Iznib Show. I don't feel, at least. Get out that way? In the corridor. Okay, no, it's locked. Okay. Oh my god. She's not dead yet. I mean, these enemies, they're kind of very creepy, especially when they get very close to you. I get a little bit freaked out, but the simple fact that we've got like infinite ammo for this gun, kind of, it feels, you know, it's not so much. You just keep your distance and shoot them, right? It's not a massive problem. Smashed wheelchair. I think I see bullet holes here. Okay. Oh, can we smash these? Okay, another vision of Anna.
Here! Over here!
I mean, it can move up on you quickly. That's the scariest thing I feel is that they move very slowly and then they move towards you very quickly. You don't really know like how far they really are away from you. Oh, nice. Give me that lollipop. I wonder if there's something in this one. No. Okay. Okay, so we need to find a key card for this. I assume we're going to find it in here. Bed unit is retracted inside the machine. I can see something shining in the back. Oh, okay. So we'll hit the button, that will pull it out, right? Wild. Oh. York. You need to learn how to walk properly, bro. Thank God he knows how to operate this. You're not. That's a shame, right? So what is the supernatural element is going on here, right? And how much does that actually relate to the murder is the real question. Regardless of what actually happened. Or is all this in, like, going on in York's stupid, delusional brain, right? Where he's like, he thinks his coffee speaks to him and all the rest of it, right? Who knows? And this isn't actually happening. This is just, he is imagining this happening. Nope. But it seems to tie in because we've got red vines and plants and things interfering with us. Oh shit, this guy got a gun. They've got guns. That's wrong. Oh shit. Okay. Well, two of them, three of them. Three of them. Oh, okay. I'm gonna just hold my ground or try and make a run for it. Okay. So maybe the enemies with the guns will have to be have to be healing myself because I'm gonna get some shots in on me. I don't know. This one seemed tougher. Is he down? No, he's not even down yet. They also seem to be a bit gormless, even though maybe a bit more than the other guys. Yeah, it's like they're trying to ambush me here, and then they've didn't even notice me wander off. Some more. Oh, shotgun shells. We're gonna have a shotgun in a minute, but makes sense that the enemies with shotguns would drop shotgun shells, but they don't drop an actual shotgun though. Oh, okay. Didn't even let me pick up the items. That's a shame.
Agent Morgan.
Trying smoking the.
Why not smoke two at once?
Yeah, and smoking in the hospital lobby. You fucking psycho. This door's right there. Step outside, dickhead. Oh, is interesting individual. Guy in a wheelchair wearing a freaky looking gas mask. Kuma's just like, what even is this?
Harry Stewart.
Harry Stewart, okay.
One of the bigger problems around here.
Oh, he's a big problem in town,
His
is he?
father started up the lumber trade and founded this town.
Okay. Why does that make him a problem?
As I'm sure you can see. Always dressed like that. Never speaking to the townsfolk. And just FYI, he owns almost the entire town.
Okay.
Not that that makes any difference. So long as I'm around, he won't be getting away with any funny business.
Harry Stewart, mysterious capitalist. Check his mask out. What the fuck, bro? What's going on his neck? Whispering to his
Mr. Francis York Morgan.
servant.
Haste won't lead you to what you seek. Keep your eyes focused on your footing as we speak.
Okay, and he's...
So says Mr. Stewart.
Mr. Stewart's Michael Tillotson, Harry's aide. Harry speaks
Nice
in
to meet you too.
rhyme. And that's a message for
How
us.
did you know my name?
He's speaking very quietly so we can't hear him.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, information desires you, just as you desire information too. So says Mr. Stewart.
Harry, stop trying to get in our way. Keep this up, and even you'll have to answer to the law.
Keep what up? Being a weirdo. He's allowed. There's no law against being a weirdo.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, with each rain our town goes mad. To our disdain, unpreventable. So sad. So says Mr. Stewart.
Thanks for the warning.
Then we shall depart, Mr. Francis York Morgan.
So he's got riddles that he wants to impart upon York. For whatever reason.
That's how he always is. Always spouting that nonsense. Don't give it any
Is it
thought.
nonsense, though?
It's all gibberish.
George, that's the thing. Is it, though?
Emily here. Uh-huh. Oh. Okay, thank you, Thomas. Agent York, we've contacted the first witnesses to the crime scene. You can interview them where they found the dead body.
Excellent.
Interview them
just
at the
about to
crime
ask
scene.
if you could
That's
take
a
me
bit
there.
wacky, isn't it? Oh, you're the guys who found the crime scene. I need to interview you, obviously. Can you come back to the crime scene that you found and I'll interview you there? What? It's fucking wacky, mate. Okay, I'm gonna give him a bit of money. That's fine. Wow. What the hell? Oh, you can eat the fish you catch.
The body was found in the Greenvale Forest Park. That's west from here, and too far to walk.
A forest park?
It's the pride of the town. It has a beautiful trail leading to a viewing site over Velvet Falls.
Oh, that does sound fantastic. Show me the sights.
That may have to wait. We promised to be there by 1800 to interview the first witnesses to the crime scene.
Well, it's only 11 a.m. So, that's not really too much of an issue. Okay, I'm gonna go to... and save it here. That's wacky, though. The people who do... There isn't... I guess where a body is placed is a crime scene, but it's not obviously the location where Anna was actually murdered. It's just where her body was taken to after she was murdered. So that is still technically a crime scene. You know, leaving a dead body somewhere of someone you killed is a crime. And obviously someone discovered her body. And then they're like, oh, time to interview those people. Let's do it at the place they found her body. When you do it at the fucking sheriff's station. And then go and look at the crime scene afterwards. Right, yeah. It is a very entertaining game, I'll say that. I think it costs $1 to use the phone, does it? Random. However, because it's Thursday, I need to get out of here a little bit earlier today. We'll probably leave it there for now. But short one, but a good start on Deadly Premonition. It's a weird old game for sure. It's unique. I'm enjoying it. That's true. I mean, on a technical level, rather than going in an interview room and you're saying, "Can you tell me about the crime scene?" and they're like, "Oh well, I found the body and it was like this and it was next to the thing," and you're like, "I don't understand. Can you draw me a picture?" Your artwork shit. Where if you're at the crime scene, it's like, can you point to exactly where Anna's body was? Like, exactly where it was. Right? So, it kind of makes sense. And especially, again, in a small town like this where everybody knows everybody. It's, maybe that's kind of more normal. But this Harry guy, so they said that Harry, I can't remember what he said, is Harry Stewart. In a wheelchair and wearing a very strange gas mask, and also has shit in his neck. So I wonder if he's got like breathing issues, right, or something. Apparently, according to George, his father basically practically founded the town, and consequently, Mr. Stewart is his son. Harry is now super wealthy and owns most of the town in a financial sense. but also speaks very quietly in riddles and wants to impart riddles up onto York. Fascinating. What is going on? So I've got a vague idea, but I'm just trying to preserve the oh, excuse me, the spoilers for any of you guys who may be interested in it. Well, I don't remember all the details because, again, obviously because it's been that long since I've played it. But because I achievement hunted it when I played it, I played like 3 playthroughs back to back, so that kind of ingrains it in you a bit. But yeah, fascinating. So that's the next thing he's doing, and obviously York has kind of ascertained that he feels the murder of Anna is directly related to the other murder cases that he has been investigating elsewhere in the country. If not by the same serial killer, it's connected in some way based on this weird, anomalous red seed, you know, evidence. And obviously, the 2 times he's gone into this seemingly other world of monsters, there is definitely this repeating theme of red vegetation getting in his way, and doing, you know, not being good. Interestingly enough, though, both times has happened. Once when he arrived in town, and now again as he was leaving the hospital. He doesn't even think to mention it to anybody. It's not like, hey, can you see the monsters and the red spiky vines everywhere? He's completely unfazed by it. He's just like, anyway, that's fine. Something. So that lends it to suggest that maybe it's not really happening. It's just in his head. He's definitely an interesting individual. So who knows what he's got going on. But anyway, we'll leave it there for today. Thank you, Fusion, for the raid. Appreciate it, buddy. And thank you to Jester Gaming for dropping that follow. Thank you to Red Mage for the resub. 30 months. Bro, I don't deserve you. But yeah, we'll leave it there today. Back tomorrow, guys. 27th of September. Where's the month gone? We'll do part 2 of Deadly Premonition. And without the preamble and being able to go a little bit later, we'll get a more chunky progress into it. So have a good evening, guys. And I'll see you tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.